evening. Welcome. It's wonderful to be on Gino's spot.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. One drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino's shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
My grandfather was beaten to death by my grandmother. By that I mean she died first. The Pope walks into a synagogue. The rabbi says, "Why the wrong faith?" Wrong faith. Well,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gino's Spot on Tuesday. It's the middle of the week. Well, no, the middle of the week. It's the early week, indeed. And we have made it through level 4 lockdown. And there's more and more lockdowns. It's fine. We're nearly there. People are getting their vaccinations. I got my vaccination done. And now my arm, I can't really lift it because at the moment. But no other symptoms. Not symptomatic of anything else. No, so far so good. It's been a day and a bit, and I'm still standing up. Indeed, after my vaccination. Hello, Luana Schoenfeld with your little one. Good thing that you're watching. Hello, Barbara Christine Vetter. Barbara, you must get up in the picture. When you take pictures of yourself, you must make sure you're in the middle of the screen and not peeping out the bottom of the screen. Excellent. We're glad you could join us on Gino's Spot on this Tuesday. We've survived so much. We've survived COVID for more than a year, and we are all getting vaccinated. And we survived Jacob Zuma's address for the nation, where he had a super spreader event there in Nkandla. Wendy Thompson, good evening. It's Are you a little bit cold there? Well, I thought with that hat on, you'd at least warm up your head. There we go. Brian Wilkinson. Hello, Brian Wilkinson. Welcome, and lovely to have you on. And Tanya Pretorius is here tonight. That's fantastic. Hello, Tanya. Very nice picture there. That looks like you're relaxing on some sort of game farm or something. I don't know. That's your front yard. Very nice indeed. And Damien Anderson, hello, thanks for the laughs. It's a pleasure, Damien. It's a pleasure. We'll try to keep spirits up. That's what Gino's Spot is about, to try and keep the spirits up. I actually I did a fab little workshop last night with Barry Hilton. He's got a new thing out. It's called Talk Funny. It's called Talk Funny with Barry Hilton. It's like masterclass. See inside his head. That guy is bedorned. I think we must have him on again sometime soon to have a little chat about that too. Jose Pereira. Hello, Jose. Lovely to see you here. All the poras in the house. Yes, indeed. Good evening. I like the way you think. And a lovely little candle there as well. I see. Oh, got Leanne Mildenall, nearly 50 years and all. Indeed, there's a big party going to eventually happen after lockdown up there in, where's it? Fort Beaufort, Middelburg, Fort Beaufort, I think it is. Fantastic. Hello there. It's nice to see some of the my fellow 1988 matrics online as well. Fantastic tonight on the ex-VPs. Lovely. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got to thank our sponsors, of course. Spar. Thank you, Spar. You've been fantastic. We love you, Spar, for sticking with us through thick and thin, rain and shine. And, of course, Fitch and Leeds. Fitch and Leeds over here and Fitch and Leeds over there. Indeed, we have a little bit of Fitch and Leeds tonight. I hope tell me what you're drinking there as well, because top up your drinks. Because the more you drink, the better the show is, of course. And of course, when you're drinking at home, if you're home alone, well, so be it. Just don't drink earlier than maybe 8 o'clock in the morning during lockdown, because you're going to run out of booze. There we go. So I'm trying a little Fitch and Leeds. It's called the Lime Twist, I think. Yes, the Lime Twist, which is, kind of twist vibe, and that's quite nice on the old tongue. And then, of course, punters. Thank you very much, Keith. We got a little bit of punters to chuck in there. Lucky us, eh? We got some booze, yeah, indeed. All right, so tell us where you're watching from. Tell us what you're drinking and what you're doing and where you are, because we want to find out. And I'm going to sing your comments. So send me some comments to sing. Send it on. All right. Brendan Kelly. Woo. Ready to rock and roll. Brendan Kelly's watching. I said good evening, Gino. Keep the entertainment coming. And Adele Young's also home. Hello from Josie. Can't wait to see my girlfriend. That's right, Carol Jean Furter's in the house. She say, how's it? Come on, let's go. Simon Rods. Good evening, old Dave Hazelden. Good evening, there's Gino. Keisha McDonald. All the way from Hawaii. Love the pineapple checkers. And Vivian Trobeck's there too. She's always trying to win the fiction leads, like Rosemary will get to. And Michelle Brown. Had I got my jab? That's right, 'cause I'm over 52. That's right, looking forward to hearing, seeing my friend Jose Ferreira. I'm glad you got some vino too. David, you are drinking my coffee. That's right, you're my best friend now. Hey, Keisha McDonald's drinking some coffee there in Kona. It's 6:30 a.m. You gotta get yourself a laugh so that you don't have to watch Gina's Spot in the morning. Damian Anderson, a biggie vein for the bean. Sherry House, good evening. I'm eating Steers burger. I'm glad you're eating shit healthy. Keisha McDonald said hello again, and now it's a Haley outing. She loves the punter's chin, that's right. Simon Rod says excellent performance. Brendan Kelly having whiskey too to celebrate King COVID, but Benita Harris, Marcel Cars. That's right, I rock like your brother or your son, whoever that is, with the cost bonus. That's right, and Sue Rhodes, Carol Furter, and Michelle Telford, and Sue Rhodes. All right, Mark Telford, Pina Colada. I hope Mark and Michelle have been brewing their own stuff again. I'm sure they've got that little brewery in the garage going up again. Morris Larry, you're a ray of sunshine in these crazy times. Indeed, I hope I am. It's a sonstraal van lig wat hier deur die hemel nou inkom. Thank you, Morris. There's nothing else you can really do without it's either go completely bedorned or try and make it a little bit happier inside you. Damien Anderson, damn it. Carol Jean Furter, damn it. Carol Jean Furter, damn it. Janet, damn it. Yvette Borgelt, hello. Mrs. H&D, Hillandale indeed, Hillandale. We'll keep your number, Yvette, for when we need a little bit, we run out of a bit of punters, then we'll come knocking at your door. Cheryl Bournemouth, lovely to see you as well. Sharon and Amy. Sharon and Amy in the house. That's right. Benita Harris, I'm exhausted for me too. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have, of course, on Tuesdays, we have our standard procedure, same procedure as last week, madam. And we have What You're Watching with Darren Fuller. Let's see what Darren's got to say. Darren!
Hello.
I love it. I love your flowers. They're
Thank
so
you.
Beautiful.
Obviously, I am trying to do Midsummer, the ultimate girl power movie, you could say. Yes, but I've told them yes. So I can't do it for the whole show.
Can somebody tell me what kind of flowers they're supposed to be? Because I thought they may be hydrangeas. You know, what are those things called? The big ones? I don't know.
These are Hyplastica.
Hyplasticans.
The Hyplasticans.
Trying to be something.
The Latin name, Hyplastica.
Indeed. Well, Darren, I got my jab.
I'm so proud. Oh, yes, it's quite sore for a few days, but other than that, it's very good. I was very happy to get mine. I was very pleased.
Okay.
I don't want to go back to my favorite ward. Yeah.
I can lift it up though. It's not quite like a rotator cuff. It's very nice.
Oh well, you're doing well. I had to sleep on the one side.
I'll carry on with my exercises while you tell us what's going on with Netflix.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. Okay, just this is my Harry Potter hat. I'm going to sort all of you. Hold on one sec. Oh, you guys are all Slytherin. You're all so evil. So hi, guys. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so what I've been watching for this last week. So as you know, I'm still going down the rabbit hole that is Supernatural, 15 seasons. So I'm on the 3rd season now. I just watched a Christmas episode, and you guys know how much I love Christmas, except of course, Christmas and Supernatural was people being eaten by like Krampus. So, I mean, it was Christmassy, but it was murdery too, which is my favorite as well. Okay, so Supernatural, obviously, still on there. I started watching Sophie, which is the Cork Murders, which is a woman. Okay, it sounds terrible. It's a Netflix show based on this woman who was murdered in Ireland in late 90s, I think, 1996. It's a really well done, compelling show. I feel bad because all I can think of is how pretty Ireland is. I mean, it's really beautiful. But yes, it is a compelling mystery. This lady was actually quite well known in France. She would visit this small Irish village, and she was mysteriously murdered. Anyway, it's a good show. Obviously, if you like crime, and you know I like crime. Also, guys, I watched The Tomorrow War. It's a brand new film with Chris Pratt in the lead. The premise is that in 30 years' time, we will be attacked by aliens and we are obliterated, like everyone is killed. So the future us have figured out a way to come back to the present us and basically enlist us to fight this future war to save humanity. It is so good. I've read reviews that people didn't enjoy it all that much. I loved it. It is full of sci-fi. I mean, there are a lot of sci-fi tropes in it, but I adored it. It was tense. It was so tense. I mean, damn. And the aliens in it, guys, they are scary as heck, man. Scary as heck. So, guys, The Tomorrow War, sci-fi, Michael Bay-ish film with Chris Pratt. I cannot tell you how much I love that movie. It is on Prime though. Also, Me Before You. So obviously based on the book by Jojo Moyes. Obviously it has Emilia Clarke in the film. Emilia Clarke, who is Daenerys Targaryen, who is just absolutely adorable in everything she's in. And she takes care of this guy that was in an accident, and now he's in a wheelchair and he actually can't move at all. And she basically takes care of him, and they form a relationship, and it's just so beautiful. And obviously, you know, you just cry a lot, and I cry very easily for someone who watches a lot of crime. But it's a beautiful, beautiful movie, an even better book. So do watch that if you're feeling really happy and you want to feel a bit sad. But anyway, it's really cute. Aside from that, I had a bit of a Christmassy weekend, you know, as one does. So I watched The Nutcracker Prince, which is so cute. It's a ballet, obviously it's a ballet, but I mean, it's a ballet Christmassy film about this woman who's a ballerina and she loves it and she wants to play the Sugar Plum Fairy, but then there's an accident and she can't do it, and then she leaves ballet for 8 years and she's like, no, nay, I shan't do any ballet. And then 8 years later she is thrust back into it, and she meets the guy that she used to like that she left behind, who is also the guy from Center Stage, which is one of my favorite movies, one of the only ballet movies I like. But it's very, very sweet. It's Christmassy. It's set in New York. Is it New York? It looks like New York. It's Christmassy. There's snow. There's ballet. It's lovely. And then I also watched another like Hallmark Christmas film, which is called Naughty or Nice, which was quite pleasant. It's this woman who essentially hates Christmas, really, and ironically her name is Chrissy Kringle. And she somehow finds Santa's naughty or nice list. Guys, I know you're thinking like, is this for kids? But it was quite adorbs, actually. It was a very sweet film. It's your typical rom-com, except with Santa. So yes, it was very sweet. I rather enjoyed it. Other than that, that's pretty much what I've been watching, guys. I think I rewatched Clueless, which I think everyone should really do at one stage in their life. I know the entire script, but aside from that, that's pretty much me. And start watching Supernatural because it's 15 seasons.
Woo, is it good?
That's a lot.
So it's good, eh? Woo, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have a look. I like that.
It's so good.
Christmas and murder for Derry.
Christmas and murder. That is pretty much my personality. So yes, that's what I watched. It was glorious.
Lovely. I love that very much. Thank you very much, Derry. That was fantastic. And we hope to see you in your next outfit next week again.
Naturally. I'll think of something creative.
Lovely. I'm sure you will. Ciao, Derry. All right, Darren Fuller, ladies and gentlemen, always full of beans. Indeed. Let's see who's Beverly Scott. Hello from Scotland. Hello, Beverly Scott, of course, but from the Bay originally. Indeed, lovely to see you on, Beverly. Send regards to Patrick. Of course, the Scots. Michael Clement is on as well. Hello, Michael. Lovely to have you on. And Yvette's got her wine in the glass. Indeed. Hello, Monique Besson. Oh, Monique Besson. Of course, Monique took me for a tour the other day down at the Werk down there to where what was that club? Used to be Club Sphericals down that side. We went and found some fantastic stuff going on there. We're going to find out about that in a couple of weeks. And Ocean's 8, the ultimate girl power movie. Indeed. Did watch that last night or the night before, Conrad. Sophie, I missed that. She must have been doing that while I was on the show. Been watching Euro 2020 and 2021. I've been watching that too. Italia! Forza Italia! Bravo, bravo. Michael, I hope you're enjoying that. And Crystal Carrington, lovely to have you on as well. We got some of the drag artists on board tonight too, indeed. Samantha Hartman. Samantha, loved you. Oh, that's who you're talking to. Of course, you're talking to Brennan, who is going to be coming on very, very soon. And you're watching in New Zealand before work at 4:45 in the morning. That is a real fan. Keith Clark, keep punting. Thank you, Keith. Keith organised this little baby for us today. Thank you so much, Keith. We appreciate that. We do always bring it on. Kate Ashman, greets from Wolverhampton. Oh, Wolverhampton, I can't do that accent. It's a serious place I've been down to. I have actually been to Wolverhampton. I've been there. It's fantastic. And I don't know what that was in Scottish, but I'm sure it was a word indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time now to introduce our fantastic and crazy guest, Brendan van Rhyn. And let's have a look at a little song. Let's have an introduction from Jeannie D. Let's see, Jeannie. Let's have a look.
So if you've ever wondered what goes on in the dark spaces beyond the spotlight, this is your one chance to find out. All is not what it seems when it comes to the country's first ladies of flying. These twisted sisters have sworn to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help them, Judy Garland. So performing a snippet for their new show titled Non-Specific, the Trolley Dollies, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't want to talk about the things we've gone through. though it's hurting me. Now it's history. I played all my cards, and that's what you've done too. Nothing more to say, no more race to play. The winner takes it all, the loser standing small beside the victory. That's her destiny.
I was in your arms, thinking I belonged there. I figured it made sense, building me a fence, building me a home, thinking I'll be strong there. But I was a fool, playing by the rules. The gods may throw the dice, their minds as cold as ice, and someone way down here loses someone dear. The winner takes it all, the loser standing small. It's simple and it's plain. Why should I complain?
But tell me, does she kiss like I used to kiss you? Does it feel the same when she calls your name? Somewhere deep inside, you must know I miss you. But what can I say? Rules must be obeyed. The judges will decide. The likes of me abide. Spectators of the show always stay alone. The game is on again. A lover or a friend, a big thing or a small, the winner takes it all.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Brennan. Cathy specific.
How's it, Gino? Thanks for the introduction.
Fantastic. Did you like our little splash for you there? Little whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah, I
We'll
did.
send it to you. You can use it in future for whatever,
I will. I will. Thank you.
for the beginning of any show. Di saying, what a voice. Some good voices there, man.
Thanks, Di. Yeah, Di, I know well. Di, hello, Di.
Excellent, man. So that was the trolley dollies. Tell us a little bit about the trolley dollies, Brendan.
So, as much as I fly solo at the best of times, I've
Yes.
got this incredible drag troupe called the Trolley Dollies, South Africa's favorite flight attendants. And we've been around for about 10 years. We started 10 years back at Madam Zingara for about 6 months. Then we all went our separate ways. And we ended up together again 5 years ago when we started Gate 69. So we are South Africa's aviation goddesses.
Aviation girl, I love it. I love it. And I see some comments coming in. Let's hit a couple of comments before. A beautiful Cathy, Ma and Pa, missing you.
Nah.
That's
Hey,
lovely.
Mom. So let me tell you a quick story because you know
Yes.
Beverly,
Yes.
Beverly and Patrick as well. So I stayed with them. I was in PE in 2009, playing the lead in a musical called Thoroughly Modern Millie. And that's where I met
right,
Beverly
yes.
and Patrick. I stayed in their cottage for a few weeks.
Oh, magic, man. Of course, I knew this. The late son, Alex, used to play
Sure.
trumpet with me.
Sure.
And of course, Pat and Bev used to stay next door to us during the festivals. Anyway, a cold Grahamstown festival we'd be next to each other in caravans. Oh, it was every year for I don't know how many years. It was fantastic. But they are great supporters of the arts.
And there's Adele Jung. She's done my
Yes.
face many a time as Cathy specific. Hello, Adele. Now,
Oh,
that's
magic,
that's a
man.
gorgeous girl. Yeah.
No, we're hooking you all up. Adrian Galley's here as well.
Adrian! And Damien. Gosh, all tuning in. How's it, Damien?
Can't wait to come out to Gate 69 again. Indeed. Now, tell us. Well, let's start up with what's happening now. So it was Gate 69 basically. Tell us about it.
Gosh.
Yes.
Besides the fact that we're on hold for the moment.
Yeah. On hold. Yeah. Everything's on bloody hold. Yeah, I get that. No, but we're talking just at the outset of Club 69. What was the idea?
So I used to fly for South African Airways for a few years.
Did you?
Yeah, for about 6 years. Fully fledged male flight attendant. And I sort of had two loves in life, my love for flying and my love for performing. And I thought, how could I marry both my loves in life without really having to choose?
Yeah.
And I came up with this blonde bombshell called Cathy Specific,
Indeed.
who has really become South Africa's most loved flight attendant. And I always said, by the time I turned 40, Gino, I'm all about personal touch. You know, this is what I'm made of. You know, kiss, hug. And I said before I was 40, I would have my own venue. And they say, be careful what you dream of or what you wish, because if you wish long and hard enough, boy, does it come true. So 5 years down the line, September, it'll be 5 years. It is rated the best night in Cape Town. And one of the top 10 things to do when in the mother city. And we've just changed the way people experience a night out on the town. It's in the center of Cape Town CBD. It's in Bree Street, which is voted the best street in Cape Town. So very much position.
Yeah, there was a whole obviously CBDs generally they're trying to regenerate, you know, especially in Cape Town, Loop Street, Bree Street. Those streets were really in the mid 90s, early 90s. Those places were really dive, you know. I remember I had a metal band. I played in a metal band once, and we toured and we played in a place in Loop Street called Artie's. And man, that was a rough gig, man.
Is Artie still around? No.
I don't think so. I very much doubt it. But it was quite an eye opener. But it was rough. You know, the whole area was rough. And I think it's really now it's got picked up and regenerated. I mean, I see Truth Coffee there. I see all sorts of things happening. You know.
Gino, I've got to stop you quickly. We've got Lily Slap Silly Clive tuned in. I've got Betty Bangles, Bass. They've tuned in. So hi, girls.
Lily, we had Lily on indeed. Clive Allardyce is in the house, babies. Oh no, she'll have to send a couple of messages. She's good at that.
Yeah,
she can
that,
cut anyone down to size,
including me.
Vernon Inhaber, see the queen with the top billing voice. Absolutely.
Love. Thank you. Donkey Werner. Adele. Lekker.
Adele, Tanya Rotz is there.
Yeah, Tanya I know well. She saw me many a time in the Rocky Horror.
Oh, the Rocky Horror as well. We'll get to that too. I see there's a comment on Gate 69 here as well. So the ultimate purple palace of treasure, pure escapism. Loved every show. So did the Trolley Dollies perform there, or just yourself? Do you do solo there, or is it different acts? Or
well, funny enough, recently I had a 4-week run of a one-woman show written by my business partner Christopher, entitled Chatty Cathy, and it really took you back to 1984 when I put a dress on for the first time. And to tell you the truth, Gino, I haven't stopped. But that's been my first one-woman show in 15 years as Cathy Specific. That's how long I've been going.
Yeah.
But we've been on now for 5 years non-stop, 4 nights a week as the Trolley Dollies.
4 nights a week.
We've been the resident. Yeah, we've been the resident act.
Brennan, that is incredible to do that, because you know it takes its toll. I think it's especially because it's every 4 nights a week. I mean, it's cumulative. So you get tired after the second night or the third night, and you still got to do the next one.
Well, it's quite funny. You start on a Wednesday, by the Thursday you're exhausted, and then Saturday night's your best performance. I don't know how that works.
Yes. because or the rehearsal.
Maybe because you know it's
of the
Sunday
other
and you're off
shows.
to Sunday, yeah.
Gregory Goss, you're a wonderful flight attendant, Brendan.
Gregory! Yeah. Gonda. Send love to
Oh,
Monkey.
man. Excellent.
Barbara.
I see.
Yes. Hello, Barbie.
Oh, man. There we go. Is it Simon?
Simon
you
and
made it.
Tanya are married.
Okay, excellent. Oh, I see them together. They're looking lovely. I love your hair, Tanya. Looking very nice as well. No slowing down there. Bernard Bass. Best night out. That's fantastic. That, you know, so it's like I said,
Alison,
4
right.
nights. Yes. 4 nights a week. So that's a lot as well. And to get those crowds in. I mean, it is in Cape Town, like I said, Bree Street. So do you get a lot of tourists coming in? Is it your regular crowd?
Do you know, it's based very much on a regular crowd, not so a lot of foreigners, quite a few foreigners, but inquisitive heterosexuals from Durbanville. That's our biggest clientele. Yeah. And return customers, you know, people who see, if not every show, they see every show 2 or 3, 4 times. You know, then you've got to realize you're doing something right. You know, when people walk your red carpet more than once.
Absolutely. And to get the people coming back again. Loved working with you at SAA. There we go, the SAA workmate.
And you continued reaching for the stars. Left you took this guy. Hey, Sharon. She was a fabulous flight attendant. Sharon was.
Oh man, I don't know how to say that name. That was a Sune. Sune must be Donna. Yes.
Donna.
Says you're gorgeous. You know, so that I mean, people coming in every night, like you say, Durbanville. It's those guys that I'm going to go and introduce them to theatre for the first time as well. When people, a lot of people never go to theatre, and so when they come into a place like that, they see the show and they have such a jaw, and then they'll be going to theatre. You know, you create a theatre go out of that.
Well, listen here, Gino. We say if you enter outdoors, you do it at your own risk. So, you know, you meet me on the red carpet. My business partner, Luana's there as well. We've got the 2 trolley dollies upstairs. They greet you to take you to your seat. So you're very much familiar with the staff before the show's even started. You know, we do the service as well. And then at the end of the show, if you don't take the makeup off or we stay in makeup, you know, people then see us as boys. So there's never a dull moment. And it's an incredibly safe space. People can come there. Whatever you are into, whatever you are about, it's a safe space. There's no ridicule. There's no judging. You can just come and let your hair down. We say 5 minutes in our presence, you touch mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, inappropriately. All of the above, not necessarily in that order.
People love to see behind backstage as well, kind of behind. Like you say, when you come out afterwards as well, it's also they want to see how it all works, and you know, it's interesting for people.
Quite right. And we don't mind telling them, we don't mind showing them. You know, as much as it's all about smoke and mirrors, especially with drag.
Yes.
You're quite right. You know that they are so intrigued, and that's half the reason they come to visit.
Yeah. And I see you guys sing properly. I mean, is there miming as well? I know a lot of the drag guys like to mime, but you sing, you play piano as well, eh?
Absolutely. And, you know, not to take anything away from the art of miming, because I'd rather sing live than mime. But I mean, you've got to be precise. But it's what sets us 3 girls apart from the rest of the crowd, in the sense that it's gorgeous 3-part harmony. You know. We've been given a set of pipes and we use it. So combine that with dancing. I know the song they saw, there wasn't much place to dance, but it's a full-on.
There were just some
mainstream musical theatre show.
There were some looks going across for the other singers.
Yeah.
Well, it all. No, it's not you winning. It's me.
Well, her verse kept on going and kept on going and kept on going.
and the hair. My God, that must be like a thing to try and keep. You got to keep it under control.
Well,
Yeah.
Gino, you just swallow Viagra slowly, and then it just keeps it on.
Lily's saying we're all proud of you and what you've done in Cape Town.
Oh,
Clive,
thanks,
what a legend. Lily, you're a legend. We love you. We love you.
We love you.
So,
We do.
flight attendants, have you left it behind for good now?
Yeah, that's. I spent 6 years flying for South African Airways, traveled the world over and over, and then for the World Cup soccer that we hosted many years ago. Yeah, I created a character for Kalula called K Lula.
Yes.
And I flew for them for almost a year as their in-charge flight attendant, and that was that was a marketing gimmick, and it was fantastic.
Fantastic. So you actually you did a show every time you took off.
Well, I did the safety demonstration. I did the announcements. I did the boarding. I sold hot chocolate and packets of chips. Judy Ditchfield, I love you. Yeah, chicken or beef.
Judy
take it or leave it.
Ditchfield as well. That must be Paul, as related to Paul there.
That's right, the same. The one and only Judy Ditchfield.
Indeed, and stalwarts of theatre in South Africa for sure. And Mayberg Linda says Gate 69, best laughs I've had.
Hey, Mayberg, thank you.
Awesome.
Oh, I love all these comments, Gino.
It's great, Keith,
Yeah,
hit them. Who's that?
Yeah.
Aldo.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, there we go. Stay awesome, he says. Fantastic to have these guys on. And Luana Schoenfeld.
Yes. That's my best friend, Gino.
Oh, lovely,
Yeah.
lovely. You need those. You need those to keep you on the ground.
I've got a handful of people that I can phone at 3 o'clock in the morning. Gregory Goss tuned in earlier. Luana was there. Alison Rightford. All those people who help out in difficult times. So that's fantastic.
Oh man, well it looks like Aviva just turned 9 there. We don't know. Elizabeth Jardim saying,
Yes.
"How's it? You're the
How's it,
best."
Elizabeth? We call her Barbie.
Looks like
Barbie.
Barbie. Can't believe we got away with not wearing drag tonight. I
Maybe next time,
Gary,
Gino.
Gary insisted on Lily wearing drag the whole night, but I can't remember if she stayed. She did. It was a different kind of show, though, Lily. She had a lot of freedom on that show. We've got some other questions here this time too. We'll have to have you on again, Lily, at some stage. See, we'll catch up. And Francois is there.
Danita, I spoke to Danita this afternoon.
Oh, lovely. Jackie Great at the Purple Palace. So you call it the Purple Palace, eh?
Yeah, it's affectionately known as the Purple Palace. Like my character, Cathy Specific, she's affectionately known as South Africa's First Lady of Flying. So.
Excellent. Jamie Bree saying, "Miss you, ladies," as well. Good evening, Brendan. I must ask if you're a Spanish or Italian supporter. Is that tonight? I don't even know if they're playing tonight. They must be playing.
I'll be in trouble if I don't choose Vivian's team. So let's say half and half, Vivian.
No, she's Italian for sure.
Okay, Italian, Vivian, Italian.
Yes. Straight men are the best at drag shows, especially those thought they're going to the Spur. Well, sometimes their wife or whatever or the girlfriend takes them. Kom, Hannes, kom. Ons gaan nou 'n show toe. Nee, ek wil nie show toe gaan, ek wil die rugby kyk. No, kom show toe. Then they come there and then they have the joy of their lives. And like I said, they all, you have a fan then.
Absolutely. And let me tell you, it's about getting them through those doors. Once we've got them through the doors, they are clients for life. And how many, especially with corporate bookings, corporate booking, you haven't paid for the ticket yourself. The workers bought your ticket. You don't really want to go to the year-end function. How many guys say, and I'm talking guys and girls, hey, we got the invite. We didn't want to go. We're here now. It's been the best night of our lives. One of definitely not to remember. It's all about perceptions, Gino.
Yeah.
All about, and we are in the business of changing perceptions. And if we can, we don't go out to do it deliberately, but if we change one or two people's perceptions per night, then, and they've left with a smile, then we've succeeded.
And the show, is it a bit of comedy, a bit of song, bit of how's it kind of structured?
Absolutely, all of it. You know, we've got about 12 or 13 songs per show. The show runs for about an hour and 10 minutes, no interval.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So
and supper as well. Do you get this?
No, we used to do supper until COVID struck.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So ticket price came down. We took the dinner away. The building changed slightly, but it's all been as devastating as it has been. It was, the changes have been for the best, So
okay.
Yeah, wonderful. We don't necessarily have an 18 age restriction, but it is adult material.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to, say, can my 16-year-old come? Absolutely, but they can't because we have our liquor license stipulates 18. So that's where it comes.
Yeah. So that's. I mean, and I think, well, I mean, if it's like sort of a club and a pub, you make your money from the bucks as well. I mean, from the booze as well. That's good. And so, I mean, Cape Town supporting it. Obviously, I can see. I mean, there's a lot of love for you out there already.
And let me tell you, talking about booze, the more you drink, the prettier I get. So, like
Well, everybody's got their booze. They're all drinking it up. It's all right. Yeah. But now tell me that you did Rocky Horror as well, eh?
I did, yeah. I've been incredibly privileged and fortunate to have played probably the most sought after male role in musical theatre. And I've played him twice before. I played him in 2008 at the Victory Theatre in Orange Grove in Joburg.
Okay, yeah.
And funny enough, 10 years before that, I auditioned and I didn't get in. So 10 years later, I auditioned, I got the lead. And then I thought to myself, God, they said, please just once more. Can I just wear that get-up once more? I want to take one more bow. I mean, I did 149 performances in 2008. And then I auditioned for the Fugard Theatre's production in 2013.
Yeah.
And I got the lead again. And 444 performances later.
Yeah, Brennan, he's like freaking incredible. I do these runs of shows, but I have to do new stuff all the time. So, and I mean, from it's a different kind of thing. When you're doing corporates, it's never the same.
No,
never the same kind of gig. So you to do one show for so long, you must get so good. Don't you get to those points where you're actually not quite sure whether you've said a line or you haven't said a line, or you're like, it's just like a mechanical thing that keeps going.
Well, absolutely, especially when you're into your second year of the run. You're going to autopilot, especially on a double, and you can easily lose your way. But what a lot of people say. Gosh, 444 performances later, doesn't it become boring? As you know yourself know, it's such an interactive show with all the heckling. That's what makes it so special, is all the heckling. So every night is different, thankfully, yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, man. And but now, let's go a bit into the history. Let's go, you were born and bred Pretoriaaner.
Ek's 'n goeie Afrikaanse seun.
Mooi man.
Yeah.
Your pa was 'n pastoor gewees of iets.
My father was a hotel inspector, believe it or not.
Oh, there we go.
He gave stars and took them away. So, Mom was
Scope magazine.
Quite right. Yeah. Mom comes from Beaufort West, so she's Afrikaans, and my father's English. So Pretoria, went to Pretoria Boys.
Okay.
Yeah, spent 5 years there. Had a great time.
The music, drama then already at school?
I was a music student, so I did music as a subject till matric.
Okay, piano.
Piano, yes. Yeah, so I was a big concert pianist. But priorities changed. Priorities changed, Gino. After school, I went, I was in an exchange program. I was a gap student, went to a private school in the UK for a year, summer grade 8, and then the voice took over as opposed to the piano playing.
Okay.
And then the school had A-level theatre studies as a subject. And I thought, oh, God, this will be nice. They did a touring production of The Beggar's Opera. I got a part in it. And I thought, oi, this is rather nice.
Was this St. Christopher's?
Yes, that's right. St. Christopher's in Hertfordshire.
Okay.
And up until that time, Gino, I had my sights set on becoming a pediatrician.
Woohoo!
Can you believe it? I thought I had a great bedside manner. All the mums will bring their kids to me and I'd make a lot of money.
That's right.
Yeah. So,
oh man. Well,
so
you probably would have. Let's not beat around the bush. You probably would have.
Yeah.
The money
Yeah,
situation might have been better, you know.
I probably would have, but you know what? There's one thing living your dream, and there's one thing living your truth. And my truth is to dress up. I've got a gift when I'm dressed up. I can't tell you what it is. I know it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I auditioned at the London School of Musical Theatre in 1996. I was one of 16 students offered a place for the following year, but my father always says, why wasn't he born beautiful instead of rich instead of beautiful? So I came home. I came home and studied 3 years musical theatre in Pretoria.
Man, okay. So I popped home and thought, okay, this is it. No more medicine.
No, shock horror.
Paul, but Bossy for Paul, my boy, you cannot just go. You'll never make money out of art.
Oh, you know, get a real job, all that stuff.
There's it, you know.
But you know, I must be the luckiest boy alive. I have an incredible family who are incredibly supportive of what I do. You know, that's very unheard of for people in my profession. So I've got a great sister, great mom and dad. We're all still very close. I mightn't see them as often as I'd like to, being down here in Cape Town, but you know, you're never always a phone call away, always a video call away. So
especially in these times, that's actually doesn't matter where you are in the world because nobody can get out their bloody house anyway.
Yeah, sure. Wendy Tompkins.
Yes, Wendy, show us a bit of the safety instructions. Put on the masker and suck the oxygen. There we go. Oh no! And did you get into because I see you did a bit of panto stuff? Was that with Janice Honeyman?
I did. Funny enough, the girl I live with, Tessa, a good friend of mine, she and we found each other again after 25 years. She's a great friend of mine, and she and I were in the panto together. We did Janice Honeyman's Aladdin, so it was great.
Oh wow! Because I mean, see Simon Wright saying Gate 69 is the place to be. Indeed. There's lots of love coming for you here, man. This is JC.
My cousin said, JC, how's it, JC?
Over there, absolutely. And I see Brendan, you're a superstar from Fluffy. I don't know who Fluffy is.
Funny enough,
but hairy.
So speaking about Aladdin, Owen Lonza was my choreographer.
Oh, magic! There we go.
Yeah.
And was he very, very good, or was he crap at it?
He was very good, and he was very strict.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Adele.
And Marilyn
van Rhyn.
Okay, so Gino, can we stop the clock here?
Yes.
Can we stop the clock?
Absolutely.
This woman is incredibly special.
Oh.
This is my theatre mother, Marilyn van Rhyn.
Okay.
So, when I started Cathy,
yes,
and I always wanted to be a redhead as Cathy.
Okay.
She said to me, trust me, she's got to be blonde. And blondes do have a lot more fun. And we wrote my first show as Cathy together in 2007 called Mile High with Cathy Specific. Yes. And we have loved each other beyond measure ever since.
Wow, that's and you've got to have those people in your life to also to speak the truth as well.
Yeah.
Not just blow smoke up your ass, because a lot of people do that in the beginning of their careers.
Not I do.
People, the audience are always blowing the smoke up your ass. You need somebody to say, no, not that. This.
Quite right.
And then you
know, Marilyn. Besides that, I did work for Marilyn before that. I did a show called The Judas Kiss, which was the story of Oscar Wilde. About it. Okay. It was the original stage production that the film The Full Monty was based on. So it was a bunch of boys who took their kit off.
So I guess up your street.
I guess what I had to do for my audition for Marilyn. She was the director.
Oh my God. Tom Bin's best Rocky area, he says.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks.
You guys must have had insane audiences. I mean, like riotous stuff.
It was
What
like
are these stories?
it was like being a rock star, Gino. Without a word of a lie, it was the hottest ticket in town for 2 years non-stop.
Yeah.
And you know, I always say there's a bit of Frank and Furter in all of us. There's just a hell of a lot more in me.
How'd you do? Love it, absolutely love it. Did you have any instances? Any instances that stand out, like things that you remember, things going crazy, or?
Gosh, I tell you what, two things that stand out. Twice in my opening number, which is sweet transvestite, that how'd you do?
Yes.
See,
How'd you do?
twice my heel broke, and the heels were this, you know. So twice I put my foot down, and I thought, fuck, there's no, you know, where's the floor? Eventually they stuck a steel rod into the heel. It never happened again. And there were one or two moments I went out into the audience, and I caught a guy unawares, and he turned around and hit me. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Right. Wow. Yeah.
Jeez, like I suppose there's so many bloody so many performances, stuff like it's gonna happen. I mean, I've never had somebody murder me, I've got to say. So
no, he got such a fright. You know, not, I am almost 10 foot in heels. So he.
Now I've got Tom Burns telling me that my dress sense is not as good as yours now. You know, honestly, pineapples.
And you know, Tom's been kind there. I know Tom. He's been kind, Gino. Thank you, Tom.
You're not my best friend anymore. Every performer has a theatre mama, and you're quite right. I have a few theatre mamas.
Yeah.
Robin, there we go. There's my theatre mamas. Robin Williams, Sharon Rother.
Yes, Robin Williams.
There we go. Where's Ian von Memitude? Ian is also my theatre mama as well. Alison Hall saying, loved my visits she's from the UK. Is watching all the way from the UK. All over the world are watching here tonight. It's fantastic. And Viv, how old were you when you realized you wanted to perform in drag?
Is she asking you or me?
She's asking you.
Vivian, Vivian, it only happened at the age of 30. It all happened for me at the age of 30.
Wow.
I was mentioning to you earlier, Gino, that
yes.
I was an awkward kid. I was an awkward boy in my 20s, you know.
Okay.
And, you know, I always wonder why I couldn't have achieved the success that I have earlier on in my career. I'll be 44 in November. And well, it couldn't have happened. That's why it didn't happen. I was, I got to 30 and I thought, right, this is me. This is what I'm going to do. If you don't like it, that's your baby. But until you get to that point where, I don't want to use foul language, but where one doesn't give up anymore.
Yes. No fix were given.
Exactly. So it happened for me, Vivian. It happened at the age of 30. And I'm absolutely delighted it did. You know, as much as I dressed up as a kid when I was 6, you know, I didn't continue through school in that. I sort of,
yes.
I think I left it only because I outgrew my mom's frocks. But
yeah. But you know, we have that in common, Brendan, because myself, I was a musician, obviously, as well, and I'm sure you used to play piano too. But I was always in the band. I was playing drums. I was a drummer, and that's all I did until the age of 30. And then I thought, no, hang on. If I'm not going to do this now, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And so there was that opportunity, you know, that time. And I think it's a time in your life where you, like you say, you just don't give a crap anymore. You know, you're just like, okay, this is it.
Absolutely. And isn't it just the most wonderful place to be at?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. And but I also, I'm the same as you, and I think to myself, yes, it's Gino, you could have done this ages ago. You could have started at 20 and then up and, you know.
Yeah.
And then I know who did do that was Ian von Memitude, and he started at 18 or 19 or something ridiculous as well.
Correct.
But no, Cathy specific.
You know what I just wanted to say, Gino?
Yeah.
I was like we were chatting to Marilyn earlier, you know, she so believed, she saw something in me that many didn't, and sad to say, possibly that many missed.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a dancer as much as I'm a musician. By, you know, I started when I was 5. I'm not a dancer. I can move well, but I can't get my leg up here and I can't split, and I'm not a dancer. But so, you know, so you can't really put me in the chorus. You know, you've got a boy who's 6'4". All the other boys are a head, if not a head and a half shorter than I am. You know, chorus boys are the same height. You can't, you know, all of a sudden do. So, you know, as terrible as it sounds, it was sort of the lead or nothing, which is which is why I don't have a CV that reads pages and pages and pages. But what I've done has kept, you know, Rocky Horror was 2 years, Madam Zingara was 4 years, Gate 69 has been 5 years. So the contracts have been long, which has been a blessing, been great.
That is fantastic, and gives you so much confidence and experience. You know, that's awesome. And Cathy Specific as a solo show. So how much was it? What is it? Drag, comedy, music all together? Was it divided up there?
So you can do one or two things. You can do the one-liners and, you know, shoot them out as bullets, and then weave it into a song. Or you can very much tell a story. So what I did is I wrote pages and pages for Christopher, who wrote my one-woman show that I recently did, and he wove it into a story. So it's a lot more. It's the loss of love, and my mom and dad come into it, and you know, the bullying at school comes into it, and it was an incredible show in the sense that it takes place in my dressing room. And then, you know, the audience, in inverted commas, is in my dressing room, and I pick on various people in my life in the audience. And then at the end, so I've got my whole face done, but I'm in a gown, I'm in slippers, you see me tuck on stage, everything. And then I sing a number called She, the Elvis Costello from Notting Hill. And as I turn around, I'm dressed and I've got the wig on, and I am her. And I speak about she, the woman in my life.
But it's because you have some serious moments as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you got to keep, you know, many nights you got to keep it together.
Yeah.
And at the end of the show, I sing Shirley Bassey's "This Is My Life," and I don't give a damn.
This is my life.
There you go.
I don't give a damn. Oh, that's fantastic. I love that song as well. I love it. And you can really give it a bit of stick. Yeah.
And, you know, I sing in my own voice as it is. You know, nothing's affected. I sing as you hear me now. Notes are down there. So. Yeah. JC wants to know, have you ever considered, JC, we have considered coming to the UK, and we'd love to go to Brighton.
Brighton. Bit of Brighton love. It's fantastic to go there. And Don van Rhyn, best ever.
That's my father. Gino.
Hello, Pa.
Hey, Dad.
Nice to have you aboard.
My goodness. The best ever. I love you, Dad. I love you. Love you. I've got the most wonderful father. And this is Penny. So let me, can I tell you a story about Penny? We are very lucky as the Trolley Dollies. So all the laser, everything gets sponsored by Dr. Narina Wilkinson in Cape Town. And Penny is very much in charge of the skin side of the clinic. And Penny keeps the skin going. Thank you, Penny.
Sure. I tell you what, I haven't had a lot of skin work or things work done. My wrinkles are coming out everywhere these days. It's ridiculous. Now, tell us about Madam Zingara, because you guys used to do that as well.
Yes, I was with them for 4 years, Gino, and 6 months of those 4 years as the Trolley Dollies. But I was their MC extraordinaire, so I sort of held it together.
Okay. Well, was it a pop-up thing, or was it a set venue?
So they had a restaurant in Cape Town that burnt down, and then they got this Spiegel tent, which is a mirrored tent, and there's like only 13 of them in the world, which they toured. They did Joburg, Durban, Cape Town, and toured for 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
So
of
it
course
was
they were famous for their chili chocolate fillet.
Ah,
Yeah.
that sounds fantastic. You're making me hungry.
And Madam Zingara was like Cirque du Soleil, all the acts, but you were fed as well. You know, Cirque du Soleil, you don't get food. So, you know, 400 to get food out to 450 people in 15 minutes is. Yeah.
You can have a lot of waitresses, a lot of waitrons out there.
Yeah. Waitrons and waitresses.
Indeed. Okay, we got a little drop in from our PE connection. Carol Jean is in the house. Let's see what she has to say quickly.
Hi there. Just a little something about Cathy specific, who I absolutely admired the first time I saw her doing a little corporate event insert at, I think it was a Green Acres Awards evening, and wow, I was absolutely blown away by this incredible, huge personality person singing and talking to people, and absolutely just very, very entertaining. Anyway, sorry, I'm sort of caught on the spot, so I just also want to mention, and then a few years later, we went to Madam Zingara, that very popular show, and of course, we went there to support Emil, who we've known for ages, and Amelie from PE, and Cathy specific did quite a few inserts in that concert as well, and we were a whole lot of strumpets that went. You know the strumpets, PE strumpets, very close friends, and we had an absolute ball. Feathers, makeup, glitz, sequins, and of course Brendan filled that part just perfectly. He's a big star. Such an entertainer. Gosh, I battle to explain exactly what I think. I always have a awkwardness with this. But afterwards, we got Emil actually organized that we could have photos taken with Brendan as well, because really he just is an absolute superstar. I don't know what other word to use for him. So I hope everybody enjoys what Brendan has to show this evening, and I'm sure he's done many characters and shows and everything, and I just wanted to share that just with you guys.
Carol Jean.
Thanks, Carol.
I love her.
Thank you. Yeah, gosh, thank you.
No, those are the strumpets. They're a big gang here in PE going around to theatre lovers.
Yeah, Carol's famous in her own right.
She is.
Yes.
As a strumpet.
As a strumpet.
Oh man! But so Mile High was the Cathy specific thing, and was it part of the Zingara thing as well?
No, completely different.
Okay.
Completely different. I had great success with Mile High with Cathy specific. It was myself and my two sidekicks, real boys, and then we had Mile High, the jumbo package, which came after that, and then we went on a South African tour, 12 weeks.
Wow. Okay.
So that show that Marilyn and I wrote did very well, and it put me on the map as Cathy specific.
Yes, absolutely. Because I remember at that time as well, you were all over the place. It was Cathy specific everywhere.
Well, Gino, I had to leave the airline in order to do this. So I left subsidized employment. I had housing. I had a medical aid. I had a wonderful life. Not that I don't have a wonderful life now, but it's daunting. You've got this new character. Yes. Isn't she going to work? Are people going to take to her? Will I make a success? Yeah. And I remember being on that phone call with Marilyn, and she said, "Right, you've got to decide. Is it it's now or never?" And I took a voluntary package at the airline, and off I went.
Wow. You know, do you think it's taught you as well? I mean, doing this, as I was just talking to Furter the other night as well, my wife was just saying, like, as a musician or an entertainer, you're always on the edge of, like, your work falls out the sky every week, you know, when in a normal situation. but in a pandemic, all of a sudden everything stops, and we are probably in a position where at least we are already used to that thing that where we don't know where our next where next money is coming from, you know.
Absolutely, you're so right. When times were great, you still worried where's the work going to come from. Yeah, and now it's I mean it's frightening.
Yeah,
you know, and thankfully at Gate 69 as well, you know, I used to, although I was busy Wednesday to Saturday, there is the odd corporate on a Monday and a Tuesday or a Sunday.
Yes.
You know, you could squeeze those in as well. Yeah.
Holy moly! If you're not exhausted from your 4 nights a week.
Quite right, yeah. And then they expect you to sing. You know, you have an orchestra rehearsal at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. But Gino, the exciting news is we've had to, COVID has forced us really, and I use forced, I use the word loosely, to go in a slightly different direction, in the sense that we are currently busy with our last show at Gate 69, the Trolley Dollies. It's called Swan Song.
Okay.
And it's highlights from the last 5 years, our emotional ups and downs of our time at the theatre. So highlights from all the shows we've done, which is on hold at the moment because of COVID, but hopefully, who knows, by the 14th, we were able to run again. So that is our last show. And then we're going on, as much as Christopher will continue writing for Gate 69, and we'll fill it with other South African actors and talent, us girls are going on the road for the rest of the country.
Who are the other guys? Who are the other Trolley Dollies? Which guys are with you there?
So I've got 2 characters. It's Holly and Molly. Holly is Christopher Dudgeon, and Molly is Rudy Janssen. So there are 4 of us in the business: Christopher, Rudy, myself, and Luana. So us 3 Trolley Dollies are going on the road, and PE is our first stop, hopefully.
Hey yo!
Yeah.
We'll be there for sure.
We've got tentative dates for the moment. The first week in September at the Savoy Theatre.
Oh, fantastic! September. I've got some. You got family in PE?
I've got a cousin in PE who is married to an ex-Eastern Province cricketer, James Cars.
James Cars, indeed.
Yes.
Fast bowler.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so family. Well, good. I'm glad for the Eastern Cape tie, because we always try and tie things in here on Gino's spot to the Eastern Cape too. Now I've got some photos here that Gary's got here to have a quick squiz at. Maybe you can talk us through some of them. Let's have a look and see what's available here. Let's see. There we go. What is that? Is that Madam Zingara?
That is Gate 69.
Oh, it's Gate 69. Okay.
Yeah, that's Gate 69, and that comes from one of our shows called Non-Specific, and that is the 80s medley, the end of an 80s medley that lasted for 20 minutes.
Jeez, my kind of medley. I love it.
Yeah.
But that's a beautiful stage.
That brought the house down. It's world class, Gino. It's an incredible space.
And
very old worldly. You can see the ornate proscenium arch. Yes, you can't see the full perspective of it, but it continues high into the roof as well. So it's lots of gold and purple. That's us. That is at a corporate at the Grand in Cape Town. That wonderful restaurant on the beach.
Oh, right. I see.
That's also from Non-Specific. Yes, that's one of our waitressing outfits.
Hey, it's got an Egyptian flair to it, some sort of
Egyptian flair. It's got a bit of disco feel to it. Look at all the sequence.
Yes.
And that's
there's a lot of sequence.
On the left is Holly, Christopher, and on the right is Molly, Rudy.
Okay. All right. Woo.
Yeah, there we go. That's another waitressing outfit. So Christopher on the right is the bitch of the group. She's the one that supposedly never laughs. And Christopher does all our writing. And then on the left is the slightly ditzy girl, the Afrikaans girl, Molly, Mollige Molla. Who loves to laugh at herself as well. So 3 very defined characters. Wow, look at that.
That hair. Good Lord.
And this
Almost
is
looks like,
and the girl I live with, Tessa, my friend, she makes those headpieces.
man, that's insane.
So
That is
now
beautiful.
when people see this picture, they want to know where the hell do we put it?
Indeed. Indeed.
Well,
Three
that
little
was
pigs.
we've done we've created a bit of a following towards the end of every year. We do an adult pantomime. We started with Macbeth. We turned Shakespeare into a pantomime, and we played the 3 witches. And then it was followed by this, the 3 little pigs. We've also done the 3 blind mice.
Costuming, brilliant.
Yeah, Tessa, yeah, isn't it? There's those wigs again. Yeah, but look at the shoulder. Look at the shoulder pads. I've got a friend who comes from Wales. He's a female impersonator. His name's Kerry Dupree.
Yeah.
And Kerry always says if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. So there you go.
That's for sure. That's overdone. Lovely.
So this is a more glamorous look, non-specific. And yeah, that's the 80s medley again. So that's how we came. That previous picture. That's how we went into the audience after the show. We weren't boys.
All right.
In that particular, and people take photos. They love to ask questions, love to touch you. Yeah.
Like I said, they like to have that backstage feel as well. And find out what's happening.
And that's just an indication. This was the 3 blind mice, as you can see, and that's Christopher on the left, and. Yeah, I'm busy pointing to the photo on my computer, but it's Christopher on the left and Rudy on the right.
All right. Here we go. Oh, that looks lovely.
That's one of my red carpets. I'll tell you a story about it.
It looks like a whole lot of butterflies are just taken off your shoulders.
That's exactly what it is. And I had this, the outfit I had, but the butterflies were made. I hosted a 25th wedding anniversary in Monaco 2 years ago. They flew me out and to host this 25th wedding anniversary, one of the highlights of my career. And it was Jungle Riviera. That was the theme of the party. And those are literally 50 butterflies on each shoulder.
The costuming. It's just so hectic. Wow, that's beautiful.
And that's gate 69 from the balcony. Isn't that incredible?
Oh, that is so nice. Man.
Yeah.
To have a restaurant like that in there, just have a bit of a meal, a show.
There we go. 23 years old. 21 years ago. That's me on the upper deck, probably on my way to London on a 747-400. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, DJing. That was another thing.
Yeah. That's my second love in life. I love the microphone. TV is not my thing at all. I used to present for the Hallmark Shopping Network, but no, TV is not my. I love radio, and I work for Fine Music Radio when I have the time. Okay. I presented 2 years non-stop before COVID hit, and it's all classical music. So it's a wonderful gig, wonderful team. I'm very happy there behind the microphone.
Yeah, it's a little happy place. There we go.
Jeez, that brings back good memories. That's the opening number. How'd you do it?
How'd you do it?
Yeah.
See you met you. There we go.
Yeah, that's you can see at the back the drawing of the Rocky and myself.
Yeah.
Just an incredible moment. To be part of a company like that is, like being part of an orchestra. I should imagine part of a choir. It's just, they become your family. To tour with them for 2 years, bar the odd change, is incredible. That's Columbia on the left of me.
Yeah. Love it.
Dominic,
you can feel the energy in that shot.
Yeah. It's the picture speaks 1,000 words, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's your heels.
There's my heel. It's exactly those heels that broke.
Jeez, like, oh my word.
That was a
That's
cost.
there's Emil there in front as well.
There's Emil. That's right. There he is. Yeah, there's Emil.
Yeah, I see
Uh,
him.
PE boy.
Yes, indeed, indeed, he is. He
PE
is.
boy.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I was very lucky. Nissan sponsored me a motor vehicle.
Nice, nice
Yeah,
indeed.
I was sponsored for the whole 2 years.
Fantastic.
That is on top of the box when Frank comes out and sings "Don't Dream It, Be It." Whatever happened to Fay Ray?
Yeah. Oh, right, all right. She was lovely costuming as well.
That's Madam Zingara.
Aha.
Yeah,
So that was your MC character.
that was my MC gig. A lot younger and a lot thinner.
Whoa.
Yeah, Gino, look at her. Do you like blondes, Gino?
Woo, I tell you what, look at that. It's on the chaise lounge.
On the chaise lounge.
Indeed. Oh, but that's backstage.
That's backstage. Yeah. And now
Holy big peppy.
this specific picture, they had a birthday segment at Madam Zingara every night. So everyone whose birthday it was, and that was my birthday outfit.
The birthday suit, as it were.
And there I am with Casper de Vries.
Casper, ik sien hom.
Yeah. Next to him is a well-known Afrikaans actress, Carmen Marmon, and
Yes.
to the right of the picture is a boy from Spain. He does a pole act. He was with Cirque du Soleil as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And the Chinese girls at the back who do the Diablo act. Yes,
Yes.
feather bows galore. Feather bows galore.
I see this is the strumpets. These are
Those-
the strumpets indeed.
those are the
I see. You're a foot, 3 foot higher than all of
No,
them.
you think. Listen, Gino, I maintain that after Lady Diana, I must be the world's most photographed woman.
I'm sure you are.
Yes,
There's a hell of a lot of photos.
That's my
Oh,
story.
fantastic, man.
Thanks,
That's
Gary.
lovely,
This
isn't
is great. Thanks.
No, he said Gary's on the ball here. He's got lots of stuff. And so I mean, you studied at Pretoria. Was it the drama school Pretoria?
Pretoria Technikon, yes. Musical theatre.
Technikon, okay. So you had that bass, that bass as well.
Correct. Had the bass, but in my third year, which is the year that I worked for Janice Honeyman at the Joburg Theatre, it was called the Civic then. And I did the Judas Kiss for Marilyn, which is the first show she directed me in. I also then got into South African Airways. So this all happened in the last 6 months of my studies. And then I left the business. I thought, I wasn't quite sure whether I'd made the right decision. And I thought I wanted, aviation has always interested me as well. And I thought, let me travel the world and see what happens. And so I left it all for 6 years. Put the talent in the cupboard.
Yes, absolutely.
Went back into the closet, as they say.
Yes, indeed. All right. So, I mean, like I said, you always done the piano. You always played the piano. So was that your first love, or the music?
Yeah, music was my first love.
Okay.
I started when I was 5. Mom and Dad both worked full time. It was 1984, full days. And Mom said, I showed interest. I wanted to play piano. Cecilia van Tonder was on the, at the end of the road, and
Yes.
that's where I went. And I was a 5-year-old, 6-year-old boy who just fell in love with playing the piano. And all through school, my mother always said she could see what mood I was in when I got home and sat in front of the piano, and I was either bashing it out or playing something soothing. So
Isn't it just? It does. And it doesn't. Did you find that it gave you a little bit more confidence? I found playing drums from an early age. I was sort of about 9. At least I could do something that others couldn't do.
absolutely.
So you always fall back on it.
The language of music, I could speak a language that lots of other people
Yeah.
couldn't. So
Yes.
yeah.
And I mean,
I just wanted, the family's not musical.
yeah.
Mom doesn't play
Okay,
musical
okay.
instrument. My sister doesn't
Right.
play musical instrument. Mom can sort of keep a note, but my sister and my father,
Yeah.
less.
Not.
bless them for trying. But so I always sort of said, where's the talent from? The milkman. It's not a, I didn't have one of those mothers who pushed, like ballet mothers who push and push and push and push the daughter because, inevitably mom wanted to be a ballet dancer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, and then I know you're talking about. I've read about it that as well. That you were talking about, and you mentioned earlier about the bullying at school and stuff.
Yeah.
And so your school. Did you not enjoy your school life, or did you?
I loved school life. I had 5 incredible years at a wonderful school.
Yeah.
But it taught me to toughen up. It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
And there were many days that, I thought perhaps I don't want to go back to school today. We'll skip it for a day.
Yeah.
And sadly, the word faggot traveled around with me for 5 years. I got to the school. I was a phenomenal pianist. I had this booming soprano voice.
Yeah.
As custom as it is in a boys' school, if there's a female part in the school play, it's played by boys.
Yeah.
And we did Oliver Twist, and I played Widow Corney with this huge soprano voice. And that derogatory term unfortunately followed me around for many years, but it didn't scar at all, Gino. But now, you're getting now with the social media. We didn't have Facebook in 1995.
Yes.
Everyone's saying, "Oh my God, we knew you were going to be famous." And I'm thinking to myself, boys, where were you in 1995? Why weren't you this liberal then? Where have you? What have you? Found out us. So, but I had 5 great years. Music was my saving grace. So but I was also champion public speaker. It wasn't just one-sided. I was a Northern Transvaal public speaking champion. That was really my armor. All those boys who teased me when I stood up in class to say that speech, they trembled. That was one place they couldn't. I had the upper hand.
Yes.
But I played sport as well. I played tennis. I swam. I did athletics. Like every parent would like to think, a very well-rounded child.
Yes, good. Because my wife is a teacher. She deals with also kids with ADD and kids with, and I see she was talking about one of your friends that was online now, just Damien. Is it Damien that she taught as well? And she says that, and she says, now look at him now, such a shy little boy. And it's true. Yeah. You if you get that confidence, and where does that confidence come from? Is it your home life? Like you said, mom and dad had loved you. You got that base that you can jump off,
Yeah, just incredible support. My sister is also just one in a million, and I've got a good grounding, Gino. If that foundation's not there, you can have the most beautiful house, but it'll come tumbling down.
Yeah.
So I had incredible building blocks. I had a wonderful childhood. Mom and dad still worry about me. So does my sister. Mom still wants to know if my tummy's full, whether my car's got petrol. And bless her. Bless her. She'll be 80 next year, so that's a good milestone.
Oh man, fantastic! And Thoroughly Modern Millie, you came up to PE to do that show. Was Greg Everard?
Yes. Greg Everard, and there were 2 professionals in the show, myself and my dear friend Judy Page.
Oh, Judy Page, indeed.
Yeah. She played
amazing.
She played the villain, Mrs. Mears.
Oh right.
That was a very, very, very happy time in my life.
Oh, good. I'm glad PE was a happy time in your life there.
No, it was great.
All right, let's have a look at some of these comments. Let's have a look at some of the comments coming through. Yeah, I see Martin Duval saying, "How's you've been rocking the city and continue to make Cape Town a stunning city always."
Martin. Yeah, thanks, Martin. Yes, Penny, thank you.
Penny, your skin is flawless indeed. I'm glad you live in the dreams, says Simon.
Yeah, thank you.
And I see Damien saying, Carol, don't give away my secrets. Next time you're in Cape Town, we'll make a Gate 69 trip. See, Damien's obviously got some chutzpah. He's ready to go.
Yeah, yes, he is. Julie Carr, no, the Avon lady, Cape Town. Yes, Julie. Julia Carr.
Miranda
you,
Ferreira saying
Thank
a
you.
good actor. Fantastic.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see another show, said Glenn.
Yeah.
And Francois.
Manuel,
goodbye.
remember that song, Audrey Landers, you know?
Manuel, goodbye. It's time to go away.
I sang that in my one-woman show.
Oh, what a classic song.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Loved it.
Who sang that originally? I was trying to think.
Audrey Landers. She had one hit and that was it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Audrey Landers. And I see Crystal Carrington was on just now as well. That's Chrissy. And JC, was it Brighton will love the dollies. So you got an invitation. There we go.
Hallo Renee, baie dankie my liefste. Groete
From
hierso.
Malmesbury. There we go. 5 thumbs up. I can't even do that.
Thanks, Jackie. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you know, Gino, it's, people saying about the rest of the world seeing us. We have had interest from across the waters, and that's why now's the time to do it. Drag is so prevalent in the world at the moment as it is.
It is.
So it's become very mainstream. So
So somebody enjoying the 80s medley.
Marina Griveno, another great friend of mine. Robin,
sister. There we go.
Hey, Robin.
So
Love you, Robin.
Jenny's
I'll be in PE soon, sweetheart, for a big hug and a kiss.
She's such a sweetie pie. I love Robin.
Love you, Ilza.
Are those heavy wigs? Are they heavy on your head?
Wendy, they are heavy, and a wig takes a while to get used to, about a week or 2 weeks. And they're just heavily pinned. We bandaged underneath, so this is all bandaged. And then, the wig is pinned to the bandage. But if you hit a pressure point, and that starts hurting, an hour and a half later when you finish the show, you got this. It takes a while. But, Gino,
like stretching on one part.
I always say, why couldn't I stick to men's roles? They're a lot easier.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Robin saying, when you're doing the 3 Billy Goats gruff.
Or Goldilocks and the 3 bears.
How many awards have you won? I've never won an award. Oh, I got the Showtime award once, I think. Have you won any awards?
Gino, I have. And funny enough, I've won a Showtime award for Millie.
There we go.
Which I actually flew down for those awards as well. I've been very lucky. I have won, without sounding, and I'm mentioning them humbly. I won all 3 major awards for Rocky Horror. I won the Furter Cup Award.
Wow.
In 2013, I won the Naledi Theatre Award in 2015, and I won the Broadway World Award, all for my role as Frankenfurt in the Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
And I've also hosted the Naledi Awards, which is the Johannesburg Awards, and then the Cape Town Awards is the Furter Cups. I've also hosted them as Cathy specific. And then the Broadway World Awards it has regions. So you've got Broadway World South Africa, Broadway World Australia. And they did something at the end of 2020. They did Decade Awards. So for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And I was nominated Best Vocalist of the Decade and Best Performance by a Male in a Musical. And it was so divine because Rocky Horror, which finished 6 years ago, people still thought of it. And I was nominated and I won both categories. So that was great.
Jeez, fantastic. I wish I'd won an award.
We don't do it for the awards, Gino, but it's
no, I know.
When you win them, it's wonderful and no one can take that away from you. So
well, it's easy for you to say that you've won so many awards and I've won nothing.
Well, we've won a Showtime award together, so
oh no. Is Cathy part of you or you part of Cathy? Does playing the character give you a bit more license to do what you want to do as well?
Well, I think that's why I'm so brave and why I'm so confident at times. I've got all that armor on me. You know, I think we stupidly think people don't know it's Brendan under all that slap, you know. But I can say I get away with murder. I can say a lot more and than a normal man or girl can, you know. And I share my brain space with her. 50% is her and 50% is me.
It's you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I see Glenn Swart saying hello there. Is that Glenn the singer, Glenn?
Yes, that's the very talented Glenn
Oh,
Swart.
man, I know Glenn Swart. He was with Station 70.
Yeah.
And he was a phenomenal singer.
Yeah.
Glenn,
So
I'm glad to see you still going strong.
I did a lot of work with Glenn. He was the musical director for Madam Zingara.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he's worked with the Trolley Dollies as well. So Glenn does all my backtracks. I'm always phoning him at 12 o'clock at night. Please, Glenn, I need something. Can you cut it? Can you do this? I love you, Glenn.
Oh, man, Glenn. And I remember his moment in Station 70 with Fred Abrams doing all the direction at the time. He'd come as Bowie, I think. And he stood at the top of the stage, and this light shone on him. It was just phenomenal. It was like, I thought, oh, my soul, this is so good.
He's
Glenn Swart.
Incredible performer. And also an award winner, Glenn Swart, he is.
Yes, I've no doubt.
There's Helene, a great friend of mine. Helene said hello. Sharon Knowles said hello.
Yes, I see that. Keisha's all the way in Hawaii. She's in Hawaii watching us from Hawaii.
Wonderful.
Janine Attinger. Could lose my fear of flying if I had Brendan as my flight attendant. Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be great.
My wife too. She doesn't like flying either, but if she was watching you, she'd be all right, I think.
Hello, Tracy. Carl. Gosh, I love this.
There's so many comments, man. They're coming through thick and fast here. I tell you what.
Thank you.
There we go. Sharon Knowles. I see Vickers.
Vickers. Handsome Vickers. Hello. Yeah. Vickers, I love you.
Oh, the team in venue, you rock. Moet nooit die Kaap verlaat. Jy kan nie verhuis nie, hoorie. Jy moet bly.
Ek beloof ek sal nie Antoinette de Toy, Eugene Galley. How's it, Bert?
Awesome verby. Like that.
Here's Teresa. Teresa Thompson. Hello, my sweethearts. Teresa and I have a surprise for the end of the year. And that's all I'm going to say.
Lovely.
Yes, that's all I'm going to say.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to that indeed.
She's a regular at Gate 69.
Oh, lovely. Di Bins, I see Julia. Thomas Rue, such a beautiful heart. And you said you like the old people. You like to. So you've got a charitable heart.
I love the aged, Gino. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They've got so much to give. They've got so much to give. You've got all that memory, that time, that experience.
Yeah. And so many stories.
Yes.
You know, so many stories. I'd love to just, I mean, if you know, what I'd still like, I don't even want to say if I had the time, because one makes the time, but what I'd still like to do, and it's most certainly a bucket list thing for me, is I would love to give of my time. I'd love to go and spend one day a week at an old age home. You know, my grand died in one, and unfortunately they are left, and it sounds heartless, but and I'm not saying this is the case mostly, but they are left there to die. You know what I mean? It's the last years, and I just want to, you know, partner with someone and hand out Easter eggs at Easter, or a Valentine's card and a rose at Valentine's Day, or some tinsel and a minced pie for Christmas. And I swear you'll add 10 years to their life. They'll wait, and I'll do it as Cathy specific.
Yeah. They love it. I mean, it's like when you get to that age as well. I think you enjoy every part of your life. You know, and you should really do that from now. You know, we should be doing that. We're worrying about work, and we're worrying about this. Yeah,
you're chasing the buck, worrying about work. That is the aged are very close to my heart.
And you say, as Cathy, how long does it take you to get ready for a show? I know Lily Slap City took like, I don't know how long.
Lily takes about 20 minutes. 20 minutes for Lily.
Such a
He'll-
lie.
He'll kill me. It takes me the dress, nails, dressing, wig, makeup, 3 hours.
Yeah. I think that's a standard thing for drag. It take much longer than a woman would to do it, you know, but because everything's so specific, so
Yeah. And you know, I'm still. That's what still gives me such a kick is that on goes the bandage. I go into my dressing room as Brendan, and 3 hours later, I'm somebody completely different. I don't think the same. My blood group's changed. It's this new, and you know, 3 hours later, men want me and women want to be me.
Indeed. I see Wendy saying you should go and play the piano for them, the grand piano.
Yeah, I should, Wendy. I should, and belt out a few numbers. Orna, hello, Orna.
Carl says, Lily, ga jou moer.
Sy gaan my moer, ja. Okay, maybe not 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
No, 25. Cathy Morse. Oh gosh, don't worry, Cathy, you're still catching up. We're getting. Oh, the older folk would love that. Cathy specifically handing out the final special, the special day items, be it roses of chocolate or Easter eggs. Do not procrastinate.
I agree, Pat. And it's been in my mind for years, and I still haven't done it. Yeah.
Stephanie saying hi.
Man, how's it, Stephanie? Miss you too, sweetheart. Cathy Marsh.
Fantastic. Yeah, she's so nice. She hasn't missed out. Don't worry. We're getting into what we call the getting to know you questions now, Brendan.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
Employed.
Oh, there we go. How many hours after getting paid does it take for you to spend your entire paycheck?
I love what I do, Gino. I do it for free.
Because I don't know about Lily, but I know that she probably spends it very quickly.
No, Lily spends those shekels, I can tell you. She's a good shopper.
For sure. Okay, what part of a kid's movie completely scarred you?
Do you know that I still cry in The Lion King?
Oh, no. The Lion King.
Every time. Every time.
Mufasa, I can't remember what happened.
When Scar
Mufasa eat
goes.
someone.
When Scar, you know, with the uncle, the Jeremy Irons character.
Yes.
When he kills the dad, that's me finished.
Oh man.
Yeah.
God.
I've never been the same.
Oh man. Okay. So, tell us about the most debaucherous party that you've ever been at.
Let me tell you, it wasn't debaucherous, but that party in the south of France, Monaco, was something to behold. The 20th
of France.
Yeah. That 25th wedding, the one I wore with the butterflies.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
The butterflies.
Yeah, you've never seen anything like that before. It was just
really?
unbelievable.
Give us some clues. Here. We're okay.
Just
handle it.
Just from the 25 years for people for a couple that weren't given 3 months is a hell of a story.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Okay, wow.
Just the setting, you know, it was at a hotel called Capistel on the south of France.
Yeah.
Between Monte Carlo and Nice, and on the Mediterranean. So, you know, fireworks out over the Mediterranean, the food, the flowers, it was incredible.
Brendan, living the life.
Yeah, it was great. Great.
Yes.
Also, being a flight attendant, believe it or not, first time I ever flew Emirates was to go to this function.
Oh wow! Okay, okay, as well. Okay, so what's the most imaginative insult you've ever come up with?
The most imaginative insult.
Insulted me. I'm not so good at that.
No, it's neither. It's not. I'm not an insult queen, as they call.
Yeah.
They're not mine, but two I love is the one that you ask somebody whether they love nature, and they'll come back and say absolutely, and you say really, after what it did to you. And the other one is if you tell someone black is slimming on some people. So, yeah.
Or you should have worn vertical stripes and not really horizontal.
Well, yeah. If someone say, especially a woman, if they're wearing horizontal, you say it's stripes with those tits. Cathy's a kind girl. She's a kind woman.
Oh yes.
Yeah, she's
I'm with you with that. I was.
She's old. She's old school. She's old school. She's 1970s. She's a well-raised convent girl.
Isn't it unusual not to be an insult queen as a drag queen?
Very unusual.
Yeah, because they normally are.
Very unusual, but it's got its place still, thankfully. You know?
Yes. No, Lily, I'm sure gives it stick.
She gives it stick, and we love it. She's such a talented performer as well. And he left it for many years, and him himself will say, he's made a comeback, and he's made a great comeback.
Yeah.
Once a boy wears heels, Gino, that's the end.
Well, I see Crystal Carrington also online there as well. Let's check it.
Yes, that's another great friend of mine, Crystal. Another very talented performer.
There we go. There's telling a bit of your story there, Jan Engelbrecht. So since Technicon days, a born performer, the tallest guy with the most beautiful skin. You've said that's twice now. You've been commented on your skin.
You're truly
great.
great.
Say donkey on your birthday. Great person, massive talent. When I look at you, I know that God has a specific place in the world for you to shine towards others. For trots op jou, Brendan van Rhyn.
My goodness, donkey Jan, bye donkey. Thank you.
Yeah. So what's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
Boy, I'm sure I've taken my clothes off in public. I have no doubt. Can't pinpoint, but I'm sure that happened at one stage or another.
You've never been to jail?
Not for that.
A lot
no.
of my guests, a lot of them have been to jail. I've noticed.
No. Although I don't look too bad. I don't look too bad in orange.
Nice. The hardest you've ever worked?
The last 5 years at Gate 69.
Really?
Without a doubt.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. Well, 4 nights a week, that is hectic.
No, it's enough to kill you. And I tell you why, Gino. I tell you why. Yes? Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Only because we are so hands-on. We do everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's when I was doing Rocky, and you arrive at 4 o'clock and you put your makeup on and you go, and that's it.
Yeah.
Here you're laying tables, you're moving chairs around, you setting the room up, you're
taking money at the door, doing
taking money at the door, you're selling tickets, you're pouring drinks. Yeah.
Jeez, no, that is hectic. That is so hectic. It's actually 5 jobs in one there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
The most amazing physical feat that you've ever pulled off?
Gate 69. Only because many people thought it would flop and it wouldn't work. Yeah. People thought, and I knew it would work, Gino.
Yeah.
Twice in my life I've had this feeling. That feeling in my stomach when I knew Cathy Specific would be a success.
Yeah.
And that same exact feeling, I saw there was a gap in the market. First of all, there was nothing like the trolley dollies in this country. 3 girls who can belt out a number like nobody's business. And a venue that focused on touch and one-on-one service.
Yeah.
And making people think that they're the most important person in the room. Theatre, you go to a theatre, nobody, you'd be lucky if you get in hello, nobody cares if you come. Do you know what I mean? I want you to come back. I run the business. I want you to come back.
Yeah, exactly. You invested in it completely. And that's
Absolutely.
Why it works, Brendan.
Yeah. There's no secret to making money at Gate 69. I make money when your bum is in my seat. Full stop.
Yes. And you have to work at that to get the people in and for them to enjoy it as well.
Absolutely.
So it's all about you. And if you believe it's going to work, it will work.
Yeah, sure.
Good advice for anybody that's trying to do something during COVID as well, and things have gone to crap. Just if you believe it, it's going to work. It's going to work because you're going to be invested in. You're going to put that work in.
Yeah. It can't not work if you believe in it. That's half the battle won.
Yeah.
If you like Frankenfurter says, don't dream it, be it. Also, if you can dream it, you can be it. You know, it's easier said than done. I dreamt Gate 69 for 10 years, but 10 years later, there she was. Yeah.
That's true. If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you'd done?
Take my clothes off in public.
Seems like this is a recurring theme, Brendan. No. I just read that one from Sue. What is that?
I don't know this person, Brendan, Cathy, until tonight, but I'm so impressed. Hope I'm in the old age home when you hand out Easter eggs. Sue, this is my promise to you. I will come and find you, Sue Rhodes.
She's a legend. I love it a bit.
I'll come and find you, and we'll spend 10 minutes together on Valentine's Day, I promise.
Oh, lovely. I love that. She's having a good laugh there as well, I see. Oh, no. Okay, so next question. Here we go. If you were a ghost and could possess people, what would you make them do?
Oh, if a ghost and possess people.
Take off their clothes.
Yeah, I was going to say that, and I thought, no, I won't.
Straight away. Clothes off.
I would teach them to be kind, Gino. I think there's too little of that, especially in these times.
Yes.
Too
After
little.
you took off their clothes, obviously.
I like it, Gino. You can stay.
What's the most recent show that you've binge watched?
I had the name earlier about the designer, Holston.
Holston
On
I
Netflix.
haven't seen that.
Holston on Netflix. Yeah.
We'll have a look. We must tell Darren Fuller to have a look at that too. See if she
Holst-
likes it. Has it got any Christmas or murder in it?
No Christmas, no murder, no.
Darren's not going to like that then.
But tell her I did binge watch How to Get Away with Murder, and I love all 5 seasons. Yeah, I loved it.
Excellent.
And I saw that. Funny enough, that movie she spoke about, Me Before You, about the guy in the wheelchair. Yes. I saw it last night. It is fantastic.
Is it good? Oh man,
yeah,
okay.
Great.
Okay. I did see the trailer. I was like,
it's wonderful. Wonderful. Watch it.
Good. What fictional characters have you had a crush on over the years?
Probably, I don't know. Probably the prince in Beauty and the Beast.
All right.
Yeah.
I see someone saying kind and naked. You see, that would be great. It was so very nice. Thanks,
yes, Marshy. Gorgeous Marshy.
Naked.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be good. Naked and kind. Both very good things to be. Okay, Brendan, what elements of pop culture would be forever tied in your mind? What do you like about that?
Pop culture.
It's quite a difficult question, Gary. That's to be.
Unless you sort of think of series like Friends and.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know,
Britney Spears or.
Britney Spears. Britney Spears, believe it or not, is Emil's. That's Emil can't live without her.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. Yes, Emil.
Yeah. Emil cannot live without her.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I can really answer that one.
RuPaul, Dame Edna.
So let me tell you, I'm very fond of Dame Edna.
Going up your stairs.
Hello, Possums. I think he's absolutely divine. And, you know, what RuPaul has done for us boys who like to dress up is nothing short of a miracle. You know, like our own Peter Dirk Ace, he paved the way for many people who
didn't he just
who are
man.
Yeah, incredible. I have a wonderful story. When I was doing Rocky, at the Fugard, they have a smallest theatre called the Studio, and he was there in a show playing one of his other characters called Bambi Kellerman. And him and I were both on the same floor, both doing our faces. I mean, how incredible!
Gee whiz. I mean, and he's incredible and such an intelligent guy. I mean, I just I heard an interview on SAFM talking to I think it was Michelle Constance, and he was so succinct. He was so sharp and focused. An unbelievable guy.
And still going strong. Still going strong.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And what's the most uncomfortable place you've ever slept?
There was a dodgy hotel on the way. I couldn't even tell you the town, but funny enough, on the trolley dollies on our way to Cape Town for our audition for Madam Zingara. We thought we'd travel down, so we at least had like 16 hours of rehearsing in the car. And I tell you where it was, Richmond.
Richmond.
Place. It was literally bricks. Sorry, Richmond.
Okay. Excellent. What do you think of tattoos? Have you got any tattoos?
No, my father would disinherit me.
So wasn't a thing.
No.
Never tempted.
No, just never took to it like I never took to drugs. I haven't. Yeah. I haven't yet. I haven't done a drug in my life. I don't smoke.
Okay.
Tattoos. My mom and dad don't have a tattoo. My sister doesn't have a tattoo. It's just not. Yeah.
Just a thing. It's just a thing. It's like I've never smoked as well. I never think. But we had a guy when we were small called Uncle Stan who used to have his voice box removed. So he used to talk like.
Yes.
And we, as 10-year-old kids, we looked at this Uncle Stan and we thought, I'm never smoking in my life.
Believe it or not, I think I also had a Stan somewhere in my life. I also remember a guy.
Everybody needs that Stan in their life to tell them, why do you speak like that, Uncle Stan? Smoking.
Gino, my mom and dad smoked, Gino, and I never took to it either. Neither did my sister. Yeah. So, yeah.
Crazy. What's the silliest fear you have?
Unemployment. I mean, that's a real fear.
It's so silly.
That's a real fear. No, I have complete arachnophobia. Complete.
Arachnophobia. So spiders.
Yo.
Okay. Let's see. Your guilty pleasure.
Food.
Yeah. Any food.
I love food.
Favorite food?
One or two things I don't eat. I don't eat anchovies. I don't eat Brussels sprouts. I don't eat asparagus. That's about all.
Yes.
Favorite food? I've got a sweet tooth. Yeah.
Okay, so anything sweet.
I love me a good old Simba chip.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Oh, you wanted to know? Wait, Jay.
What's that? Oh, look at that spider. There we go. There's a spider for you.
There you go. Right,
in
I'm
drag.
out of here.
It's a spider in drag.
You want to know Do you want to know what my favorite food is?
What is it?
People are not allowed to judge me over here.
Okay. No judging.
No judging, guys. No judging. Okay, let's put it this way. Let's soften the blow. Two of my favorite dishes. I love a farmhouse breakfast from the Wimpy.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Can't beat a farmhouse breakfast from the Wimpy. And you cannot beat a buffalo wing from the Spur, sorry.
Buffalo wings. Mm-hmm. There we go. Well, that's Carol Jean.
Right.
They've got the Spur.
That's the end of the interview. Thanks. Yes.
No, it's all good. No, we support the Spur as well. We do. We do. Yeah. What makes you nervous?
What makes me nervous?
Yeah. Anything make you nervous?
It's twofold because it also makes me excited. Is the future?
Okay. Yeah. But you've got to have a bit of nerves to be to be that to jump off that diving board, isn't it?
Yeah. Opening nights also make me nervous.
Oh, yeah. Indeed.
But I
What
think that's more excitement, really.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it is. You got to have that nerves.
Yeah, it's good nerves. If you didn't, there'd be something wrong. It's good nerves.
Yeah. Okay, what's the most annoying question that people ask you regularly?
Wait, Sue's just said to me, am I only spending 10 minutes with her?
Yeah, it's only 10 minutes.
Sue,
Only
how long
10
do you
minutes.
want? How long do you want, sweetheart? Tell me.
What does it say? That says it takes a woman 35 years to reach their sexual peak. A man, 2 minutes. There we are. You'll have to come and have buffalo wings at Silver Cloud in September. Are you coming on in September? And if are you going to be with Rose coming up your stairs, Rose Cowpaw?
Yes. Seeing all my
There we
old
go.
friends. Yes, we can have a ball in PE.
You've got a free meal at the Spur there from Carol Jean.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Carol
just earned
Jean.
yourself. Not only Nissan, but Spur now as well. You're getting sponsors all over the place. Oh, my word. Okay, so what hobby would you get into if time and money weren't an issue?
Yo. Hobby. I tell you what, I'll probably tell you what I'd not that it would be a hobby now, is I'd buy myself a beautiful baby grand piano.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're not playing too much anymore then?
No,
it would be a hobby.
No. I went to a great friend of mine on Sunday for lunch, and she had a baby grand, and I just, plodded along. But and then after 10 minutes, I was quite happy to close the piano and move on. I don't.
Okay.
It
You haven't got
was
that
so much.
anymore.
It was so much part of my life, Gino.
Yeah.
Rehearsal. Just sitting behind that piano 3 hours a day, just practicing.
Yeah.
And it's one of.
Yeah,
Do you believe? I still to this day, all these years later, it's one of. I have two recurring dreams. One is that I'm in a lift that shoots out the top of a building. Don't ask me why. It shoots out the top of the building. It's on its side. It's like being in a washing machine. That's
It's
one
describing your mental state.
probably, or reaching for the stars. And the other one is that I've got my finals of my piano exam and I haven't opened a book. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, my word. Oh, Yolandi's saying that it's a feel good
Yes,
interview. I feel that
Yolandi.
too. I
Yolandi,
do feel
thanks,
that.
Yeah,
I do
thank
feel
you.
that. It's good. But Pierre, your lift does. You can't say your lift doesn't go to the top floor. Your lift goes through the top floor and bursts out and turns over and lands. I don't know, God knows where.
So think about it, Gino. You can draw the similarity between the sky is not the limit. So the lift goes to the top floor is saying the sky is the limit. The sky is not the limit. The lift going through the top. There you go.
No glass ceilings in this house, baby.
No.
Straight through the top.
I dream it often.
I love it. Don't you dream? Do you have ever dreams about flying? I used to have those dreams all the time. Where you fly. Oh.
No. Only in the lift.
Only in the lift. You only fly in the lift.
Only fly in the
go
lift.
underneath the door frames and flop around.
No. You have those dreams.
Sometimes, yes. I just drift through the door frame and I'm on my back and I'm flying. It's beautiful.
And observing what's going on below you.
Yeah. You can even go outside and up to the trees, and it's you just like also the one where you run and then your feet go up like that. It's just part of those ones. Then I just float. But enough about me.
I want to know what's in that glass, Gino.
It's finished. I got to put some more punters.
You pour another one. Yes.
I gotta have to pour another one. Yes. If I could give you that award you haven't received yet, it would be for the most talented, versatile, compassionate male. Oh, thank you, Janine. I accept the award.
Take a bow, Gino. Take a bow.
I'd like to thank Brendan and Brendan's mother and Brendan's father with his moustache and everything. Waldo, the sweet tooth coming through. Charlie in the chocolate factory. There we go. That's your next one.
Yeah.
Are you addicted to anything? You say you don't take drugs, but what else are you addicted to?
Don't have an addicted personality, but I'm unfortunately one of those who can't leave a slab of chocolate. Have one block and then put it in the side drawer, and then have another block and put it in the side drawer. It's got to be finished.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So the chocolate, once it starts.
Once it's finished, or a packet of biscuits, finished it, and then it doesn't bother me anymore.
As hy trein hy stasie verlaat. Hy stop hy nie.
That's the Afrikaans in me coming through.
Excellent. There we go. Don't dream it. You'll be a living example. Take a bow. I don't know whether he means Keith. That's Keith. He owns the Spurs. He's going to get you a free meal there as well.
Thanks, Keith.
Fantastic.
Keith, thank you. I'm just seeing how grey I am at the moment. Yoy.
I wasn't going to say anything, but now you brought it up. Yeah.
People pay a lot for this. They pay a lot of money for this color.
They can't wait for the purple ice cream. Do you have purple ice cream at Club 69?
Purple tequila soft serve ice cream.
Purple tequila. Holy crap.
That is our
fantastic.
That's our famous purple tequila soft serve ice cream. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds really good. I need the recipe. You'll have to give me the recipe, Brendan.
I'd have to kill you if I tell you what's in the recipe.
Okay. Oh, they want to know when the trolley dollies leave. Kerry's asking what's coming, what's happening.
So Kerry May Joshua, Gate 69 will still very much be open. Christopher will still write for the theatre, and we are the first to say it'll probably include a lot more talented individuals than the three of us. So. Boys who can split and hit notes that only zebras can hear and get their legs up here. And you'll still have that Gate 69 feel. It just won't be the three of us. And then hopefully once a year, we'll come back to the venue for a residency 3 or 4 months a year.
A reunion.
Yeah.
That'll be fantastic. Well, that only means that you're expanding. You're getting more shows, a bit of variation. It's always good.
Hello, Angie Meredith.
Oh, look at Angie with her horses there.
And Angie's a dear friend of mine from Johannesburg. Love you, Ange.
She's being nice. She says Gray's sexy. Of course, she's lying.
That's sweet. Marshy
okay,
says, I'm addicted to making people smile.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
I think that's an entertainer thing.
Yeah, that's a wonderful compliment. Thank you, Marshy.
Yeah. And Tom, to end with a lift through the roof with Johnny Depp.
Yes, that's why they're talking about Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. That's what the lift did.
Oh, the lift went through. Oh,
yeah.
Ice cream is phenomenal. I can't wait to taste it, Joe de Villiers. Holy crap! I'm going to have to come down to Cape Town again as well.
Look at Sue.
Sue, 2 hours naked and chocolate. There we go. And tequila.
I'll sign on the dotted line, Sue. Absolutely.
Sue. I love that. Glad to hear the theatre will still be going. I'm glad as well. Absolutely. What would you say was as
hello, Jason.
You'd wish. What would you wish you'd known when you started out?
Can I just tell you what you know what gloop is?
Yeah.
So let me quickly tell you a story about this boy. This guy he's not a boy. He's my age. Yes. But Jason was my first friend, Gino, and he's my longest standing friend. We met in grade 1.
Love it.
And we're talking 35 years ago.
That's 6 years old. That's a winner. I've got a couple of friends like that too.
And a gloop is something I learned from Judy Page. It's when, and again, don't judge me. It's when you mix coffee with cremora already mixed, and then you don't have to put them in separately. You just put 2 spoons of gloop.
That's like backstage coffee. I get it. It's like there's a tin of cremora and a tin of
That's green. That's
coffee or
green room.
whatever.
Yeah, green room coffee.
Yeah, I can't drink that cuck anymore. I can't.
Hello, Anton.
I can't.
Terry
Oh, no.
Pringle. Hi, Terry.
Missing. Oh, best entertainment in Cape Town. Fantastic. Haley Elsing is out here on the small holding. If there's time, have another punches. I've got one in ready. Did you see that? I was quick there. Boop.
Cheers, Gino.
Cheers to you. Have you got a drink in your hand? Have you got a drink there? Well, cheers.
No, I'm good for the moment, and I've got a story to tell you about Kirsten.
Yes, tell Kirsten.
So Kirsten is not only my dear friend, but she's my reflexologist. You can imagine in high heel shoes 4 nights a week.
You have a lot of work done on yourself there.
Yeah,
a lot of people that are doing stuff on you.
You got to. It's you can't give if you don't get. In the sense of you got to. You've got to recoup. You've got to rejuvenate yourself, and only then am I able to give of my all and give my best.
I'm learning.
Boys who weigh 100 kilograms and are 6'4" are not supposed to be standing in 6-inch heels. Gino.
This is true.
She is the best. She is the best in Cape Town. Kirsten, I'm giving you a punt. She is the best reflexologist in Cape Town.
Excellent. When those feet sorting them out, I can check out. I'm living and learning here because you do a lot of stuff. You got the skin lady, and you got the reflexologist, and you got all sorts of stuff going on there.
I've got the chiropractor, everything.
Chiropractor as well. Yeah. I'm missing out here. I'm clearly missing out.
I'll give you a few tips. Yeah.
Yes. You already. I'm picking them up. Yeah. How would your parents describe what you do for a living?
Hello, I am the Lily. How would they describe? Phew.
Yeah, I mean your parents are okay with everything, so it would be
absolutely. But I'd love to know. I'd love to know that. I mean, if you asked my mom and dad what I did for a living,
it's a good question. Yeah, like what did they do? What does your son do?
They're definitely not going to say he dresses up for a living.
He was studying medicine at one stage.
I think my mom and dad would just say that I'm an actor. I'm a performer.
Entertainer.
Yeah.
Entertainer. Wat maak hy? Sing hy of speel 'n bietjie klavier, maar nie so baie nie.
Nie so baie nie meer so goed nie.
Ja. A good heart. He says you've got a good heart. I absolutely, I see that, Brendan.
Thanks, Wendy. Thanks, Tina. Thank you.
And tell me about, I would always save these questions to last as well, but tell me a time that you really screwed up, like royally. Something went wrong, like crazy wrong.
I think in heated moments we've said things that we shouldn't.
Yeah.
And I know the spotlight's on me, but we've all done it. I have no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And unfortunately, once it's been said and once it's been heard, you can't take it back. So yes, I should imagine there've been 1 or 2 moments that haven't been my finest.
Yes.
But
have you ever considered being a diplomat?
That's like it. Yeah. I navigated around that one not too badly.
You did. And I mean, like physically in a show, anything gone wrong like that, like crazy stuff going wrong in a show.
Yes, forgetting props and making up words, and I've fallen twice in a show as well. Believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah. I've fallen twice.
Never broken a bone.
I've never broken a bone. No.
Okay.
No,
I was talking about any bone.
No, I haven't. I've never broken a bone. You know. Touch wood.
Good. Again. What do you wish you'd known when you started out? Like, is there anything that you think, like, yeah, if I'd known that, could have helped me so much?
if I'd known that it was okay to be different,
Yeah,
that would have helped a
Yeah.
lot. But
that's a good one. Yeah.
those, don't we all just, it wasn't okay to be different. You just wanted to, one had it, there was a certain mold you had to fit, and
Yes.
had I known it was okay to be different,
Yeah.
I
When
might
you
have.
let go, just
Yeah.
don't give a crap now. Gonna go.
Absolutely. All this, like I said, all this might have happened earlier for me had I known it was okay to be different. Now I know it's okay.
Yes, it is, obviously, because you get well, look how much love you're getting on this stream here. It's fantastic. Now, there was what is the most annoying thing about having you as a roommate?
You should ask Tessa that. I'm OCD.
Okay. So everything just so.
Yeah, it's not painfully so, but
Okay.
Yeah,
well, not according to you, painfully.
Not
so,
according to
your
that's my story, and I'm sticking. It's even with the drag, Gino. A lot of people ask me, and I think I've got two answers for this. They ask me, what is the success behind what you do? And one is my attention to detail.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit of an OCD. Do you know what I mean? If that wigs
yes,
off.
Absolutely. Yes.
And the other one is the fact that I keep the two personas very separate. When I'm Brendan, I'm Brendan.
Yeah.
And when I'm Cathy, I'm Cathy. The only thing that might give it away is I might, have a bit of eyeliner from the night before, but my nails aren't on, and I love being a boy. I love all my dangly bits, and I don't want to change it, and that's just how it is,
Yeah.
I suppose hopefully I'd like to think very good at being both. So
Okay, so a little OCD vibes, yes. Let's see. What are you interested in cooking or cooking? You enjoy cooking? Do you cook well yourself?
I absolutely hate it.
Oh, really?
No.
Takeaways.
If your life depended on it, Gino, you might live. You might live if they like scrambled eggs.
Oh dear.
Julia, my birthday's on the 17th of November. Scorpio, 17th of November.
17th of November. Oh, there we go.
No, I'm not. I learned how to do a roast chicken in lockdown.
Oh, okay. Oh, well done.
Shoved the lemon. I put the lemon in the pupil, and I put all the vegetables.
Lemon chicken. That's right.
Yes.
Wakato. Off you go.
Apparently, you can put a beer in it as well.
Yeah. You can stick a beer and just explode. But
I come from a family. My mom and my sister are great cooks. Love making food, and if my father can braai 7 nights a week, he'd be a very happy man.
Oh, fantastic! What was
the cooks for me, and Luana cooks for me.
Joe is saying the two personas, mind blowing. Absolute respect. You're quite right. Yeah, it is it's specific to sometimes entertainers as well. But with you, it's you're living that character as well. Yeah. Incredible. Okay, what was the happiest moment in your life?
The happiest moment.
Yeah. So far.
I've had.
Obviously.
Gina, I couldn't possibly. There are so many. I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy boy in general.
Okay.
And there are lots of things that make me happy. The small things make me very happy.
Yeah. Do you have down moments?
Yeah, I do. I do have down moments. And then I think of I think of all the things I have to be grateful for, and that I'm in a much better position that some people have a lot less than I have.
Yeah.
and especially during lockdown, I've learned that you can get away with very little.
Yes, you can. You can indeed.
It's frightening how you realize how much money you've wasted on things that aren't necessary.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
and at the moment, I'm just very happy for a warm bed and a roof over my head.
But if you say, I mean, look, a lot of people, I mean, suffer from depression. I mean, what is when in life have you felt the most alone? Were there moments in where it was like, whoa?
Yeah, I'd say towards there's Tamara Netman. I love you. It's your sunshine, Tamara. The beginning of this year, I wasn't doing too well.
Okay.
And especially with the business, it's tough, especially with the business. You know, we were very lucky to open after the first lockdown in September. You get it going, you get that machine going,
yes,
and then it just goes, and it comes to an abrupt halt again. And then it takes 4 or 5 weeks to get it going again. And then, so I just, and you just think to yourself, how many more times, you know?
Yeah, how many more times are you going to do this? I know. It's as an entertainer, you're thinking like, what the hell, man? But you must know that you're not alone in this. I mean, there's like every single muso, every single entertainer
I know.
It's like a brick wall again. You're going and you just start to get running and you get a little bit of momentum, bang, and you're back into the brick wall. So,
and there's performers who haven't been on stage since last year March.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
One thing I'm
kind and naked. There we go. We're going again. Happy, kind, and naked. He's added one more now.
He's naked again. Marshy! I tell you what I am happy for, Gino, at the moment. I'm happy that Gate 69's doors are still open.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that my mom and dad and my sister and her husband are healthy. That's what I'm happy for.
Yes. Have they been vaccinated? They must get vaccination.
My mom and dad and my brother-in-law have been for their first jab.
Oh, good. Yes. I went today,
Really? Oh, congrats. Hello, Marlene. Hello. I think drag queens are lost, if you ask me. I think we are.
Oh, it's the case. Unless you're over 50,
That's Marlene.
I'm over 50.
Hello, Marlene. Yeah, sure.
Here we go.
I'll wait patiently.
It's fine. How has your life been different than what you'd imagined?
Completely. Talk about not even 360, because 360 you're going in the same bloody direction.
720.
It's 180. I mean, it's completely.
Yeah,
I mean, if you had said to me, Gino, in high school, which is where we all think what we're going to be for the rest of our lives.
Yes.
That I would spend my life in the performing arts, I would have told you were mad.
I know. Isn't it crazy? You just don't think, and you shelve it because people have always said to you, don't worry, you won't be making any money out the arts.
Yeah. You know, go and first study something that can make you money, and then, do you know what I mean? And
yes.
No, I would never, like I knew when I did the piano, I never wanted to be a concert pianist, or I never wanted to teach. I did it because it was right for that time of my life, and then I had other interests. But no, I would never have thought I'd spend no.
Yeah,
I know.
No, for sure. I get it.
Absolutely not. Right. A year overseas changed it all, and here I am.
Good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing we went overseas to just check it out. All right. We got a thing called the quick questions now. It's the quick rapid fire stories.
Oh,
let's see if we got an introduction for. The quick quiz, indeed. Now, do you like things to be carefully planned, or prefer to just go with the flow?
I like a plan.
Ooh, OCD. Creeping in again. There we go. What's your biggest weakness?
I can't say no.
Okay.
I'm a people pleaser.
And people pleaser. Yeah, I mean, I'm like that too. Your biggest strength?
I'm kind.
Yes, and kind and naked and happy. Do you have any rituals or superstitions?
Superstitions, yes. Never a pair of shoes on the table.
Oh, really?
And
Well,
no,
that's
and
not very healthy, you know.
I still won't walk under a ladder.
Okay, yeah, that's an old favorite, that one. What vice do you wish you could give up?
No, I don't want to give it. I like everything I do. I don't want to give nothing up.
Okay, nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. Keep in all your vices, you bastard. Julia is saying beautiful traits. They're not vices, they're beautiful traits. There we go. What are the 3 things you can't live without?
3 things I can't live without. Oh, my family,
Yeah.
my friends, and Cathy specific.
Yes. It's part of you, indeed. It's part of you. How would you define yourself in 3 words?
Sure. Yeah, I'd like to think I'm ambitious. There's still a lot I still want to accomplish.
Okay.
Focused and fun.
Good. Good. It sounds the OCD just creeps in there with the focused, you know. Your pet peeve.
This will be Cathy's. Boys that don't leave the seat down.
Okay, what's your most heavily played on your music playlist right now?
I love a golden oldie, hey?
How's that?
Yeah, I'm an old soul, 80s music. Yeah, there you go. Emmanuel, goodbye. I mean, who the hell listens to that?
Emmanuel, goodbye. It's
Oh.
time to go away.
And I love, and if you want to know my favorite group or so, is I love Vaya con Dios.
Oh, Vaya con Dios. Oh,
Yeah.
very nice.
Oh,
Okay.
I listen to that on repeat. I love it.
That's good. Good. I like that. I like that. If you could go to any concert, past or present, what would it be?
I wouldn't mind seeing Barbara Streisand in concert. Streisand.
Memories. There we go.
And I've only seen I've only seen 2 live concerts in my life. Do you believe it or not? I've seen Mango Groove.
Yeah.
I was a big Mango
Is that all?
Groove fan. And Mango Groove and Rod Stewart.
Did you see Mango Groove at the 3 Arts in about?
No,
the
I saw them at
1990s?
Standard Bank Arena in Pretoria.
Oh, because I played in a band at the time we opened for them. We traveled on their tour. It was their farewell tour, in fact, the last one.
Okay.
And
let me
you won all the awards, but I played with Mango Groove. Well, I haven't played with them, but sort of. It was on
You
the
did.
same stage.
do you know I played with?
Who?
Do you remember the sister duo, Little Sister?
Yes.
No.
Jenny Lonman and
Debbie
yes.
and Jenny. Yeah.
Debbie
So
and Jenny.
when I was in Joburg still before Cape Town, every Friday night we played at a restaurant in Illovo. Every Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. And
I was-
so that
I was supposedly the straight sister that they'd keep hidden for years, but
Oh, well, I also played with them once. I played drums for them. Yeah. At a
okay.
gig down in St. Francis. So equaled that.
Equally.
Okay. Let's see. Your most nostalgic memory.
I think back of my two grandparents, my mom's father, my father's mom, and my mother's mom. I think of them fondly.
Oh, lovely.
And I
love
wish
that family.
I wish they were alive to have seen me
Yes.
dressed up.
Yes. I wish that sometimes you wish you could speak to these people as adults
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. You know, my mom's my mom's mother when I was 16.
Yeah.
She said to my mother, she said, "Losie kind, hy's nie soos die res nie."
Los hom man, los hom.
Just a few words of advice, and my mother reminds me constantly.
Oh,
She just said, "Leave the kid. He's not like the rest of them."
Marshy's tuning you about Barbara Streisand there. You can see that.
She is, Marshy. Now you killed me, she says.
You can imagine him, kind and naked and full of chocolate, singing
And watching Barbara Streisand.
Have you ever got really, really angry? Like this angry?
Yeah, I've been angry in my life. Yeah, I haven't done any bodily harm to anyone, but I've been angry, and I think most of all I've been angry at myself.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yes.
But I have been angry at others. Like I said, those are those moments that you've said something and you can't take it back.
And you wish you could have just gone back and just thought about it from looking at the big picture.
And you just wish you'd taken emotion out of the equation.
Yes.
And just stood back a bit or maybe walked around the block and taken a deep breath, or you know.
Yes.
So
we're lacking specifics with the moment that you got really angry, but I'm okay with that if you don't want to talk about it.
No,
it could be online, you know.
No, nothing to be worried about. No, nothing, Gino.
Okay. All right. Are there anything on your bucket list that you still want to do?
On my bucket list that I still want to do. You know, I really don't have a desire to. Yes, I'd love to go and lie on the beach in the Maldives and that, but I don't have that desire to. I did so much traveling when I flew for the airline.
Yes.
I've sort of ticked that list.
Okay.
There's still a lot I want to do as Cathy specific. You know, she's my girl, and you know, she puts food on the table and she puts the roof over my head. So I've said to myself, I've sort of given myself till 60. I said the next 16 years are the years that I now need to make it count. I've done the groundwork. I've done the groundwork. Now I've got to make it count, and that I could, you know, reap the rewards thereafter. So
yes, until you break a hip. Let's go.
Yes.
You know, what was your first job?
Oh, now hold on now. Francois now also with Marshy and Barbara Streisand.
What's wrong with Barbara Streisand, for God's sake? She's getting old as well. You shouldn't be nasty to those people.
Have I now said the wrong thing? Barbie. Oh, no.
It says, Losie kind, hy's nie soos die res nie. Oh, beautiful, says Joe. And I see that I see JC Duplessis saying my mom had a huge soft spot for you as well. Who's JC Duplessis? Oh,
so that's my cousin, and his mum was my mum's sister.
Oh, lovely. Tannie.
She was my aunt. Tannie Sylvia.
Tannie Sylvia.
Mm.
Oh, what is that joke about Pavlov's dogs? When you ring a bell, they produce saliva. My Aunt Sylvia, you ring a bell, she produced pavlova. It mixes it up. Freddie Mercury, my wine is running out. Marshy's having some wine. Good for you, Marshy. I like this. Marshy. Naked, drunk, and full of chocolate.
You'll love Marshy. She's an absolute hoot.
Michelle Murray saying, awesome to hear and learn more about you. Thanks for sharing, darling.
Hello, Michelle. Hello.
What celebrity annoys you the most?
The Kardashians.
Oh, I'm with you. What irritating.
Please, God, Marshy's on me with this one.
I'm sure. All right, Brennan, we are heading to the final barrage of questions, which is the either or. That's right. It's one or the other. Action movie or dramas?
Action movie.
Comedy or thrillers?
Thriller.
Thriller. Reality or fiction?
Fiction.
Fiction. Dancing or cooking classes?
Dancing.
You hate cooking. You hate cooking. Except for chicken with a
chicken.
lemon up its ass. Cyril Sielepoen op sy gat, in sy gat en Brendan gooi hom.
That I did well.
All right. Newspaper or online log?
Newspaper.
Woo. Okay. Local or international travel?
International.
You know, you don't like the local places. You know, it makes me so upset. I'm joking. Okay. Amusement park or historical site?
Amusement park.
Ah, you.
Yes.
Damn you.
I'm a sucker for a
Damn
roller
you.
coaster. Yeah.
God. History, there's no replacement for history, Brendan.
No. Give me the Big Dipper any day. Yeah.
I'll be on the other side looking at the Louvre. A hunting trip or ski resort?
I have been to the Louvre before, which is why I can go on the Big Dipper.
Oh, I'd like to go on the Big Dipper. I'll give it a go then. What's it? A hunting trip or ski resort?
Oh, ski resort.
Okay, definitely. Art festival or music festival?
Arts festival.
I can see from behind you your friend's painting there. It's absolutely lovely.
Thank
I like
you.
that very much.
Wait, I'm
Sleep in
gonna-
PJs. Sleep in PJs or the nude?
Hold on. How do you? It's the other way around. There you go.
Other
There's
way,
the-
yes. Yes. Yes, the painting. Tell us who painted that.
Luana Schonfeld.
Ah,
Mm,
it's lovely.
gorgeous.
Very
Huh?
nice. I
Thank
like
you.
that. If Bully G's watching, she's going to be frothing at the mouth wanting to get a painting like that.
Oh, gorgeous.
Okay, so I say sleep in PJs or the nude?
PJs. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. PJs.
Well, what a surprise! Night owl or early riser?
A night owl.
Night owl. Okay, and dye your hair or natural color?
Natural color.
Yeah, I check it. No, good for you. Okay. Flower or vegetable garden?
Flower garden.
Flower garden. Because you don't want to cook those veggies.
I love flowers and I love receiving flowers.
Oh, lovely.
And as an actor,
that's
as a performer, that's what you get on opening
Yes.
night. Flowers.
indeed. Although nobody's given me flowers on any opening nights, I seem to be missing out on a lot of stuff. that
Gino, what are
guys
you
are
doing
getting.
wrong? What are you doing wrong?
I don't know. I did get a birthday cake once, I think, but that was very nice. It wasn't even in the shape of a flower. High tech or low tech?
Low tech.
Naked and not afraid. Naked and not afraid. Money or fame? That's a difficult one. Huh? That's tough. For a
Yo.
drag queen, that is tough.
That is a. It'd have to be money because I most certainly don't do what I do to be famous.
Oh, good, good. I like that answer. Structured routine or go with the flow? I know what the answer of that is.
And what do you think that is?
I think it's OCD. Structure all the time. It drives me mad.
Do you know, yes, I'm going to say structure, Gino, but on the odd occasion, I have been known to be very, very spontaneous.
Oh, excellent. Okay, good. So you have got a little bit of that.
No, I can let go. I can let go.
Good. I like that. Live in the past or the present?
I am very much in the present. I don't tend to think down the line, but I do like reminiscing. I love reminiscing.
Yes. Oh, I love it too. I'm a bit
I
of a
love it.
nostalgia freak.
Oh,
Yes.
I love reminiscing.
I do. Ask permission or beg forgiveness?
Oof. Yo. Oi. Half and
The
half.
kindness part. The
Half
kindness
and-
part wants you to ask permission.
I know. I have on occasion not.
Okay, all right. So we'll go with a half there. It's fine.
Half.
Money or free time?
Gosh, that's tricky, Gino.
Yeah, you have to choose one. You can't flum out and choose both for this one. Money or free time?
No, I'd have to say money because
Okay.
what do I do if in my free time I've got no money?
You know, it it speaks volumes about you. Oh, you got a lot of money with no time to spend it. That's the problem.
Yes, or all the time in the world but no money to spend.
Yeah, that's also true. So what is it? It's both miserable options.
So that's a cuck question, Gino.
Okay, I'll tell Gary. Gary, that's a cuck
Gary, that's
question.
a cuck question.
All right. Honesty or others' feelings?
No, I'm an honest individual.
Okay, so honesty is the one. And working alone or working as a team?
I have had to work alone, but I love working as a team.
Oh, magic. I love it. So it's a bit of both. We'll give you that one for the last question. Thank
It
you,
is
Brendan.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Gino.
Oh man, it's been fantastic tonight. We come to the end of the show where we have our competition now and stuff. But there was always questions that I ask. We must give you a standing ovation first. Let's give you the quick standing ovation. Let's see where is it? There we go. Gary's got the standing ovation ready. Yeah, there we go. Soaking it in. I love it. Brendan van Rhyn, thank you so much for coming on tonight, man. It's been absolutely fantastic. Oh, there's the last couple of comments. Let's have a look at the couple of comments before we go. Astrid, you know what? Money buys you free time. It can. It can. Okay, she's got the answer.
Yeah, thanks, Gino. It was absolutely wonderful. Thanks to you and Gary.
It's a pleasure. It was great having you on. So warm and so kind and naked and full of chocolate. We loved it. Oh no, I'm getting cucked now.
Oh, no, you're also in trouble there.
Oh, we're in trouble now again. Oh, brilliant show. Thanks, Sue Rhodes. We love
Yes,
you.
Sue.
We're waiting
Yes,
for
Sherry.
Valentine's.
Cheers, Marshy.
No ken ons jou. No ken ons jou. You're right. I think it was lovely tonight. It's been fantastic. Thank you for being so open and honest and for coming on to Gino's spot. It's been absolutely fantastic.
Pleasure. Thank you very much. Thanks, Gino.
All right, we're gonna send you some Fitch and Leads as well. We've got a case of Fitch and Leads for you. We're gonna send up to you. Thank you so much. And now it's time for the competition. I don't know if you've seen the competition. Brendan's gonna go backstage quickly and hang there. We're gonna do the drum. We're gonna get rip out the drums. The winner of the competition is the person that can give me the name of the artist and the name of the song in the comments, and I'm going to play drums to it until that winner, the first comment comes up with the correct answers. All right, so there we go. There's the instructions. The artist first in the comments to win the case of Fitch and Leads. We're going over to drum cam. That's right. I hope that's loud enough. There we go. All right, let's hit it. Are we ready? We are indeed. First one to do it. All right, let's just turn up a little bit over there. All right, here we go. gentlemen, right, you have won the Furter Leads. We'll get all of you and we can get your name and number and send it down to you. Thank you so much to our, of course, our sponsors, Furter Leads and our sponsor, Spar. That's right, as well as our internet coming from Amobia. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been absolutely fantastic. And thank you to our guest, our amazing guest, Brendan von Rhyn, a.k.a. Cathy Specific. It's been an absolute joy tonight. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see you on Saturday. It's a spider again. All right, we've got Saturday. We've got Kobie Potgieter. We're going to talk property and all sorts of stuff. We're going to find out what makes her tick and what makes her so successful in business. Let's see what Kobie says on Saturday. All right. I hope you have the face that's beating.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino's shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. It's